It's rise and shine. Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Lolcowcafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Lolcow Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest show in the entire Lolcow Live universe. You are watching Lolcowcafe. As you all know, it's no secret. There goes my camera. Good job. See, even my computer hates this thing, what I'm about to say. But, as we all know, Becky is now the new manager of Cafe. We see what she can do. If I'm going to say a positive, this is what I'm going to say. When she went into Nerds, viewership went up like that. Their, I guess, donations went up like that. So she does bring that to the table. That cannot be denied. But hopefully, the vibe of the cafe remains. As you all know, I'm not here alone. I have my lovely and beautiful co-host, Miss Beans. So, good morning, Mrs. Beans. How are we doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty okay. I needed some good rest after yesterday. It seemed like there was something in the water.
Oh, yeah. I feel much better than I did yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter because we're here today. It's Tuesday, February the 25th. And the Mavs play the Lakers tonight. Luka's revenge on the Mavericks. Let's go. We're going to make it happen. How you doing?
So, I'm doing pretty well. I'm still a little sleepy, but I got a little bit more sleep than yesterday, at least. But let's start off with, what do you have in your cup, Mr. Ken?
Cozy up. Right. Miss Carini, good morning, Ken and Beans. Good morning, Carini. Always here. Always a pleasure. Thank you, ma'am. Because we have a new manager, right? I had to roast the tall, dark, and handsome. I love it. What you got, Miss Beans?
I have the Cafe Bustelo with a little bit of coconut creamer today.
Let's go.
And I have my little C cup. Try to name some positive words with C in the comments, and I'll see what I'll be working with today.
Let's start with Coffee Cult. That's positive. Coffee Cult,
Coffee
baby.
Cult, exactly.
We have our manager in the chat. Hey, guys, I'm just watching from the chat today, so let's welcome Miss Becky to the cafe. It'll be beautiful. And I see Misanthrop Man already calling for the Bexter herself. Anyways, what a night last night in the LCU. You were a part of some speculation, right? people were saying things. And all I'm going to say until you're ready to discuss it is hopefully we're as good as we were yesterday. Or day before yesterday, sorry. We have a special guest coming on later. Hopefully he doesn't flake out again. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. But until then, what do you want to start off with today?
Well, what do we always start out with, Miss Beans?
I guess we're going to start off with the Daily Espresso.
Let's do it. Daily Espresso time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick it off, Miss Beans.
Today is February the 25th, 2025. There's only 10 days left until Hatch Day. Let's check in with our famous Big Bear Eagles, Jackie and Shadow.
Let's do it. Guys, we're getting closer. Each day is getting closer. I know someone told us before, unfortunately, no eggs have hatched quite yet. But I think this is going to be their best shot. This is supposed to be their third time, though. Third time's a charm. Hopefully we can get this to happen. The scenery is looking beautiful as always. And obviously this is on West Coast time. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. But we'll see what happens, guys. You know, hopefully we see the miracle of bird birth here on Lolcowcafe. So, you know, thoughts and prayers to the hometown greats of the cafe.
Exactly. So today there is no daily horoscope, but we can move on to this day in history. So in this day in history, February 25th in 1836, Samuel Colt is granted a U.S. patent for the revolver. Very American. One of the world's most famous and influential firearms of all time. I know that you like some firearms. Do you have any revolvers in your arsenal?
I do not. I have two weapons to defend my home with. I have an assault rifle, an AK-47, and I have a Ruger 45. My uncle owns a Colt Gold Cup 45 pistol. I said, whenever it's time for you to go on to the next life, sir, you better leave this for me because I want this thing. Colt has also made variations of the AR-15, aka the civilian version of the M16, right? But Colt has been around a very long time. Definitely a staple in American firearms. But, you know, we got to pay homage to one of the GOATs of all time when it comes to this.
Very true. So in 1943, George Harrison, the English musician and member of the Beatles, was born.
Beautiful. I'm not really a fan of the Beatles, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I never really found their music entertaining. I get it for the time and the genre it was. I totally get it. But for me, it's not really my thing.
Makes sense. I used to love the song Hey Jude. And I used to sing it to my niece every day when she was a little baby. So I have some little fond memories of the Beatles, but I'm not too fond of them. In 1964, Muhammad Ali, then known as what is that name?
Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay. I never heard that before. Have you?
So there's a whole big controversy behind Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay. He was drafted for the Vietnam War, and around that same time, he just happened to also convert to Islam. When he converted to Islam, he changed his name to Muhammad Ali, and he used that as a way to say that he doesn't have to go and fight for the country. But there's more to it than just that story alone. That's just kind of a base level on why the name change happened. Nothing against him. If that's what he wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. But, you know, draft dodgers, I don't know.
I didn't know that before. So it says that Muhammad Ali defeats Sonny
Liston
to become Liston to become the world heavyweight boxing champion.
Yeah.
You like boxing?
I do. I believe currently the heavyweight boxing scene is not the best. I mean, we got Alexander Usyk, right? The GOAT, one of the GOATs. I was a big Tyson Fury fan. I didn't want him to come back and do the Usyk 2 fight. I didn't want him to. I felt he should have just retired at that point. I know some people feel differently about that. I believe the 80s and 90s were the heyday of heavyweight boxing. I firmly believe that. I remember, my mother told me a story when she was pregnant with me and about to give birth. Mike Tyson was fighting at the age of 19 for the heavyweight championship, and that's what got her into boxing. So obviously I grew up watching some Mike Tyson stuff, but yeah, I'm a firm believer in 80s 90s boxing was probably the heyday.
Probably. That's why a lot of new age, quote unquote, new age boxers are trying to box some of the old greats, like we've seen before with the Paul brothers and whatever they're doing nowadays.
Yeah.
So we can move on to.
I will say.
No, continue.
I'm kind of sad the Jake Paul Canelo fight fell through, because Jake Paul would have lost miserably. Because Canelo ain't the type of dude to take no buyout. He ain't the type of dude to start shit. He would just do it and be done with it. Canelo's also not even remotely, or I'm sorry, Jake Paul is not even remotely in Canelo's weight class. Jake Paul is, I can't with Jake Paul. That's a whole nother thing. And then obviously his brother Logan couldn't handle getting hit for real, so he went to the WWE for the fantasy. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is.
We actually have some interesting information from Dr. D. Apparently, she trained Golden Glove years and years ago.
Hell yeah, that's beautiful.
Hell yeah. Does that mean she's going to box somebody at Fat Camp?
Ooh.
No, she's too sweet. So we are going to move on to Brood for Your Brain Useless Facts. So YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google. People search more on YouTube than Bing, Yahoo, and DuckDuckGo combined.
I thought all those went out in like the mid 2000s. Remember Ask Jeeves? Are you young enough or old enough to remember Ask? You don't remember Ask Jeeves? Yeah. So the whole idea of Ask Jeeves was it was a search engine, and you would put in a question, and it would search and then give you answers, right? So, yeah, that's definitely one of those. I used to use Mozilla Firefox. That was my go-to. And then when Google Chrome hit, it was over.
So I use Firefox for like my browser, and so far for some reason I'm getting a lot of crashes when it comes to YouTube. I heard from other people that it's just like a YouTube issue nowadays.
Yeah.
Have you been having that issue so far?
Not at all. YouTube is actually one of the best sources of my entertainment, right? Becky's in the chat. Netscape. Oh my God. Netscape. Bruh. That's like in the Napster days. Like before anything else, like the PvP fucking downloading and whatever. I hate acronyms. Whatever it's called, downloading, like the sharing or whatever. Bruh. It had to end with the little circle. Yeah. God, I'm old beans.
Apparently,
oh, real quick.
you're waking me up.
Real quick. I got it. I didn't lie. I got it.
Hell yeah.
I just obviously hadn't set it up yet. But, welcome.
Yeah, so I remember yesterday we were talking to our docket team, and we were, trying to get some ideas how we can improve the show out the window. But we did make some changes. A lot of people were saying that I should get a mixer. So I got the Stream Deck that's kind of mixed with the mixer. It's really nice
the
looking.
Elgato,
I exchanged the one that I had.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good one.
It is so nice.
Stuart just
What's
said,
going on?
Ken with the Silver Surfer I have no idea what that meant, but, I can't.
A lot of people are saying that they like the new microphone that you got, so that's really awesome.
Yep.
We have Alex Fair saying that Netscape actually shut down like 17 years ago now.
I was 22.
Oh my goodness. You were closer to my age.
Still younger than you, Beans, damn it.
You're younger at heart, which
There
is
you
very
go.
true because I have the back and the body of a very old lady.
I tell
That's
people
why I like cafe so much.
oh yeah, I
It's so
tell people
chill.
from the neck down, I'm like 80 years old, but from the neck up, I'm like 15, so it averages out. That's what I tell people.
Exactly. So another useless fact is that tanks were controlled by a PlayStation controller. The U.S. military tested an Xbox 360 controller to operate the periscope on their M1 Abrams tank. Apparently, it was easier than the official controls.
The yank fact of the day right there, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear on Lolcow Live, I guess they use like some knockoff Logitech bullshit for the bro. I don't if I'm like a multi-millionaire and I pay for this and I see you break out like some Logitech fucking controller and you're gonna take me down, like, nah, bro. I can't. I ain't having it.
So we actually have Megan C's in the chat. Excuse me, I'm still waking up. For $10, W Beans W Ken, hashtag coffee cult for life. Thank you, Meg.
Megan C's, one of the OG supporters of the show. We appreciate you always, Megan. Thank you. Megan C's. Thank you.
I don't know if you remember, I don't know if it's still going on, but I remember a couple of years ago, they were really big with trying to get gamers into the army.
Oh, yeah.
And they had like the really cringe like commercials. It's like, hey, if you play Call of Duty, you're perfect for the army. Let's get gamers in here. And I'm just like, what's going on?
It was a new demographic that they were trying to get into because these motherfuckers, you know, work, school, whatever, then sit in a chair for fucking 10 hours a day and just focus. So they're just trying to get people in. Yeah, because you got to think, right? After 9/11 happened, and you're going towards like 2009, 10, 11 era, they were doing sign-on bonuses because they needed soldiers so bad. Like when I enlisted, I got a $20,000 sign-on bonus. So, and
How much?
$20,000. I got $10,000. I got $10,000 my first paycheck in basic training, and then I got my second $10,000 when I was in for 3 years, and I was actually in Iraq when I got that. And
there was one point in time where I wanted to go, and I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's just the type of person in me that just wanted to, what was it? Push myself. Like I wanted to see if I could go through basic training.
Yep.
That's just all I wanted to do.
The thing that pisses me off, these people are like, oh, I don't like wings. Oh, I don't like authority. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like this and that. Bro, shut the fuck up, all right? You go through that shit and you come out of it. You feel so good as a person, and it's just so accomplishing, right? It's amazing. The feeling you get is amazing. And, you know, I really wish I could go back. I really, really wish I could go back, but I couldn't because my neck said, fuck you. But, like, Pharaoh with the $9.99. For Ken and Bean, sorry my headache has now become yours. Also, F the Paul brothers can't stand them. Pharaoh, host of Lolcow Nerds, guys, at 3:30 Eastern time. Go check him out. Boogie is now the manager over there. Let's see what they do. But we love you, Pharaoh. Yeah, I was 2 months out from my Afghanistan deployment, and I got out, or they medicaled me out, and that sucked. My wife was happy, but that sucked very badly. But you know, it is what it is. I went to Iraq. I was there. You know what I mean? Did my thing. Came home. Great time, right? Wouldn't trade it for the world. Duck Savannah with the Canadian 5. They I smoke at work. And I have to get, it's coffee time. I missed yesterday, so here's a little extra than normal. Doug Savannah, always with the blue donations. We can count on him every time. We appreciate you, Doug. Thank you, sir. Sleazy said, I enlisted for free. Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a, you know, past life of mine. Like everything in life, you got to move forward, right? You have to move forward and make the best out of it, right? I'm in a fight for 7 years with the VA. Trying to get what I need to get. Shout out video games for my motivation and to keep going. But, you know, it is what it is. Like my, I'll give you a little background on me. When I was still in, you know, me and my wife were talking, and she didn't want to have children while I was still in the military because of things that could happen. I respect it. I 100% respect it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then literally 5-6 months later, you know, they're like, yeah, by the way, you're gone. Part of me thought it was meant to be because of our evolution as a couple, because we weren't married yet, but that's part of our evolution as a couple. We were engaged when that happened because we had just gotten engaged. December 10th, 2017 is when we got engaged. January 2nd, a month later after we were engaged, I was separated. January 2nd, 2018. So I was like, this is meant to be. I know, guys, I went off. I apologize. Let's get back into it. I'm sorry.
I was so enthralled. I was learning so much. I was like, what's going to happen next? But let's go into, you talked about proposing, but did you know that penguins propose with pebbles? So male penguins often present a female penguin with a pebble as a proposal. If she accepts, they become a couple. It's basically the original rock-solid relationship foundation.
Oh boy, Trog with the 5. Just sending hugs to you guys. Also, best stream because you guys have background music. Chat, Beans, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to appreciate this background music. Oh yeah, with the beat drop, baby.
So when I was a kid, I used to watch I'm pretty sure it was just called The Penguin and the Pebble, but it was a very lovely movie when I was a kid. Basically just a cartoon talking about how penguins propose with pebbles, and it was one of my favorite movies. But neither here nor there. Let's move on to I Can't with Ken.
Damn
if
right.
you want to.
So real quick, guys, I just want to say Megan C's getting married in 12 days. Yo, congratulations. That is beautiful. I wish y'all the best. Hopefully you can come into Cafe the day of the wedding. That'd be beautiful. I would love that. But, congratulations to Megs and C's, guys. W's in the chat for Megs and C's. That's fucking amazing. Duck Savannah again with the Canadian $5. And Beans, I hope what's going on with you. You are all right. I love you, Beans. Appreciate you, Doug. I know Beans does as well. We're going to get into all that. But got to do some normality real quick. You know what I mean? This manager, Becky, people want you to make an appearance. So that's up to you, ma'am. We had a great conversation last night. I would say that right now. So, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Miss Becky, you're always welcome here on the Cafe. No camera needed. I think just an appearance. Your fans that are in chat, I think, would appreciate it. All right, Ms. Beans.
Sir?
I can't with Ken. Managers who want a marriage but can't manage their own issues.
Ooh.
So, this is what I'm going to say, because I know what this is in reference to. Right, I know what this is in reference
Our docket team is
is
making some references.
They are. So I'm gonna tell everyone this, right? The core audience that loves Lolcowcafe. I felt we had a great conversation last night, me, Beans, and Becky. I'm not gonna speak for Beans because I don't believe in speaking for other people. I'm just gonna speak on my portion. I think that we had a great conversation of the direction of the show and what she's gonna be bringing. I think what I realized was, we're in the LCU and it's ran by Keem. And there's certain expectations when you work for Keem. When you have a show for Keem, there's certain expectations. And, Becky's only here to help us reach those expectations. We've said it before, even before Becky was our manager. We said we're on the road to 1K concurrent viewers. That's what Keem wants. Keem wants 1K concurrent viewers. And we had ideas that we were going to try, but Keemstar said, no, sir, we're going to expedite. So we're expediting it. So we'll see what Becky brings to the table. What you cannot argue is Nerd's numbers before and then Nerd's numbers after. That cannot be argued. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to give this thing a go and see what comes of it. That's my 2 cents.
Very true, Ken. I think in general, I know you said that you didn't want to speak for me, but I think that we are pretty similar in the way that we think and the way that we want to run cafe in general. And we just want the best for our viewers. And sometimes you just have to make sacrifices in order for that to happen, right? And like Becky said in the chat, she said that we're going to be easier to work with and way better to work with because she knows that we're ready to put in the work.
One thing I've preached this entire time, you have to remain a professional. You have to. Because we're talking Becky Boop, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Good morning. I will make an appearance. You get to see me in my pajamas and bedhead.
Beautiful.
So you found a wild Becky Boop in her natural state. I'm excited to be here working with Beans and Ken too. I think they're really ready to put in the work. I think they're in a much better place to grow than Nerds were. And I'm super stoked. I don't know how chaotic it'll be yet. Today I'm just observing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just observing. I want to see strengths and weaknesses before anything changes.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm stoked for it, and I'm glad you guys are feeling good about it too.
So one thing I was thinking about, we should make this a competition, Becky versus Boogie. Who can make the show more successful?
Ooh.
I think.
Well, that's a great question because I'm curious to see what Boogie's going to do because I don't think the Nerds realize he's probably going to be a dick to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Definitely.
they kind of just need a massive kick in the ass. They just do.
Oh, yeah. No, I got you. Yeah. And, I love the nerd people. They're awesome people individually, together as a unit. They do need some guidance, just like we need some guidance, right? No one's perfect. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the show brings. I can't wait to see what you bring to our show. And, here's to the growth, right?
Yeah, so starting tomorrow, I'll come on more because I know people in the chat are asking. Today, though, I was just observing. I just want to pick up the vibes before making any changes. So
just remember, we are the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest. So just remember.
For now.
And I
kidding.
appreciated hearing the
Yeah.
music louder for a second. Lo-fi. I love lo-fi music.
Yeah, it just kind of helps set the mood for cafe, right? And shout out to Video Games. Brandon, he made that for us, so big shout out to him for that one. And, he made my background. He's really helped me out a lot, make the stream better. So I got to give him a shout out for that. So
You just reminded me.
What's that?
I've been with my regular background this entire time, but I forgot that I had.
Come on, Beans.
My mind was preoccupied with so many other things that I completely forgot about my background.
I got you. Yeah. So, and then one other thing I'm going to ask, let me wear my suits. Let me keep wearing my suits. That's all I'm going to ask.
I think suits look good. I don't know why I would change that.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
So, all right, I'll be back in the chat, guys.
Take care, Becky. Thank you. Becky Boop, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Cool. But nah, like I said, we're going to do great things, and it's going to be beautiful. So, quote of the day. I don't know if this is a shot at Miss Tina. If you crush a cockroach, you're a hero. If you crush a beautiful butterfly, you're a villain. Morals have aesthetic criteria. I don't know what to say to that. That's like way above my pay grade.
That's too much brain for early in the morning. But take that as you will. So we are going to move on to the tweet of the day from Billy the Fridge.
I was here for that. I was there for that, Beans. I was there for that.
That must have been very fun.
Oh, you have.
That's why I'm so excited for Fat Camp.
You have no idea. So, shout out to Complexity because he donated for the idea to make this happen. You're right. You can go back and check. R.I.P. Boogie, the killer was Keemstar. That was beautiful. And just sitting there with Boogie, dumping water on his face, doing the crazy stuff. It was awesome. It was such a fun time. It literally time of my life. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was awesome.
Well, that puts the name Killer Keemstar in a whole different light.
All right, guys. We ready for some, I don't know. What do you think it means?
Do you guys want to sorry, I just want to ask the chat, do you guys want to go into some actual news, or do you want to go into what has happened in the last 24 hours, which was a lot, apparently?
Yeah. One's in the chat for LCU, two's in the chat if y'all want news. So, Adonis, Ken, are you confirmed for Fat Camp? So, here's the thing. I talked to my wife about it. She said, you can go, but you better not get in trouble. So, you know, when a woman tells her husband that, Lucy, I got some thinking to do. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, they want LCU drama. So, all right, guys, let's get into the nitty gritty. So, I think the question that's on everyone's mind, Miss Beans, whatever you're willing to share, people heard test, people saw test. We know
all 30 of them.
There was a lot more than that, trust me. Well, people were at least talking about it. Keemstar even put in the thing, Lolcowcafe test, Beans and Grimm broke up. So it's out there, right? Before we get into that, Ashes to Ashes with the one gifted. Thank you, Ashes. We appreciate you. Not asking for personal. Good job, Ken. Not asking for personal business. Not asking for too many details because that's IRL shit, and we know how we feel about that. But what's going on with the Grimster?
So, just in general, there was a lot happening at once. I barely got sleep because all of the hosts, including Rostov, which I think might have played a part with his little problem yesterday too, we all stayed up till 5 a.m. the night before.
Yep.
And then, yeah, just a lot of things have been happening over the weekend, and I think it was kind of a build-up, and then finding out, because I didn't even find out by watching. Oh, Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up,
Yes,
bro?
sir.
Not much, just want to hang out with you all
Fuck
after
yeah,
this
Eric.
shit show.
Oh, yeah. So,
Sounds good.
Miss Beans is getting to her story, so Miss Beans, continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, just a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened, and obviously it's something between us.
Yes.
And, how do I put this in the best way possible? Just no sleep, things that were underlying issues, and then learning from not even myself, because I wasn't watching Queens or Rewind or wherever it happened, but just learning from other people, or the whole Discord pinging me saying that, like, Becky is your new manager. Like, it was very jarring for me in general.
Just
So just having everything. Exactly. It felt like I was being suffocated, right? So we did have a little issue.
Okay.
We did have a little issue, but it got resolved. And I think that's something that a lot of people have to learn about me. A little peek behind the curtain is that I can have really strong and big emotions, but once I'm calmed down, once I've thought it over, I'm pretty much good. Like, I never take anything to heart, and I'm not going to let anything ruin my day. And I think that's something that I want to put out there for the cafe cult, or the coffee cult, because you can never let just one thing or even a couple things ruin who you are as a person.
100%. I know with me and my wife, I hate to argue. I truly hate to argue, because I've told her, I said, when you argue and it's just emotions, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. So if there's an issue, talking out rationally is usually the best way to go. Now, I like to push her buttons on purpose. I just do. One reason is because when she gets mad, Davis, welcome to Band World. Appreciate you, Davis. One reason is because her eyes turn green when she's mad at me, and she is so cute with green eyes, Beans. I'm telling you, it is adorable. So, usually, we'll talk about it. I take the brunt of it. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I fucked up, but your eyes are green and I love it. But we have a rule that says no matter what, when we go to bed, if we have a fight or if we have an argument, we tell each other we love each other and we kiss. That's the rule. 9 times out of 10, we're good. we haven't had like a real like bad argument for like a while. It's been a while. But, you know, if you don't argue and things are too good, that means there's probably something wrong. But y'all being together for 7 years, I'm sure you've had your ups and downs. You learned about each other, probably still learning about each other. I know I'm still learning stuff about her. And we've been together. Next month will be 12 years we've been together. Married for 6. No. Married for 6 in August. So.
It's so long you got to do the math.
Oh, bro, yeah. All right, enough about that. Eric, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Celebrating a victory for Boogie becoming the new manager of Nerds.
Let's fucking go, bro. Yeah. So, how can I word this right? How do you want Boogie to be different than Becky? Like if Boogie was watching this show right now, what would you want different from Boogie than you had with Becky?
I think Boogie's going to be different from Becky because he built his career off of being a nerd and being entertaining at the same time. And that is why I was campaigning for him to be the new manager for Nerds yesterday, because I believe with his help, I still believe in Nerds. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
I think what we had is great. I am really loving it. I do want to stress that I do want to apologize for how I acted yesterday on Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
That was, with all this shit that was happening, I just went off.
Well, here's
and
the
the
thing.
disrespect.
Here's the thing, bro. You have to be passionate. You have to show some sort of passion. Now, there's the right way to do it, and there's the wrong way to do it, right? We've seen crash outs. We've seen people go off the deep rail. We'll get into Rastov here in a little bit. But you have to show passion that you want something, because if not, people just think you don't really give a fuck, for being honest, right? So, obviously, you don't want to, like, do threats. You don't want to, like, say certain language, right? Cussing's okay.
No, because terms of service.
Exactly. But, dude, one thing I need to learn, right? You've probably seen, I'm a nice person, bro. I try my hardest to be a nice person. And
you and I are probably the most nicest person out of the Lolcow universe. Let's be real.
Straight up, dude. And I thought me, you, and Rastov were a trio, but then we saw Rastov, you know what I mean, do his thing. And then now he can't be in the nice boat anymore, Eric. It's just me and you in the nice boat now, Eric. What are we going to do, Eric? What are we going to do, bro? Say it for me one time, Eric. I can't. Say it, Eric.
We're going to be okay. Hey, don't worry.
Eric, say I can't.
I can't.
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 There it is. Can't.
Can't.
I love it. I love it, guys. So.
But yeah, it's as hopefully with Boogie we could reboot Nerds into not only being an entertaining show.
What happened?
Hello again, Miss Becky.
It's me. Eric, bro, when are you gonna put on a new shirt?
I like this shirt, Becky. This is my favorite shirt because I am an autistic man.
Eric, can I be nice to you for a second, bro?
Yes.
You have to change your clothes. I know it's your favorite. I know that you may enjoy it. You may not care, but I'm just saying, bro. People are going to roast you. People are going to talk shit. And they're going to say that you don't bathe and you don't clean yourself, okay? Like you see whenever me and Beans come on a show, whenever anyone comes on a show, it's always different clothing, right? I know it's your favorite one, bro, but at least while you're on the show, just change your shirt, all right?
All right.
I don't want...
Think of it this way. New manager with Boogie, right? New shirt, new start. Get rid of the Becky vibes. You could switch to a new shirt.
Exactly.
Well, I do have a Superman shirt in the closet that I just, recently did laundry on, so...
Fuck yeah, Eric.
I saw that one. I like that one. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in anticipation for the new Superman movie coming in this July.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Oh.
But yeah, dude.
AKA my most anticipated film of this year.
Let's
next to Fantastic Four.
Let's fucking go, Eric. But nah, dude. Like I said, I don't want to see people bully you. I don't like people getting bullied. even when they Wings and Boogie, whatever, they signed up for this shit. But anybody else,
Yeah.
I don't like seeing get bullied. Okay, so just
I was especially bullied in Queens last night. I was like, girl, that is not cool.
But here's the thing: you also have to remember, Eric, when you just hop on a show, right? You have to understand all the tension's on you if you just show up. Now, I try and be Mr. Nice Guy and go into waiting, and then I'm drug up. That way, all the tension's not on me. But like, say if me and Becky are arguing, we're bickering back and forth, talking shit, and you just hop in. Me and Becky are gonna shut the fuck up and stare at you, like, bro, what the fuck you doing in here, bro? Right?
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I do deeply apologize.
Nah. Here's the thing: you can jump in here because we're a chill show, Eric. We welcome, if you have a host role, we welcome anyone in here, Eric. But like, if you jump into like the Queens or Lolcow Live or even like Tech, when there's weird stuff going on and arguments, Eric, you're putting yourself in the crossfire.
Yeah.
And when
I'll try not to do that.
Yeah, no, you're good. And just saying, if you're wearing the same shirt, it's easy. It's going to be very easy for people to like talk shit and try to like belittle you and bully you. And we don't want to see that, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys looking out for me.
Of course. And look, if you have any questions, bro, feel free to message me, okay? I'll do anything I can, okay? So I just don't want to see you because then I'll have to come up here and defend you. I'm going to come out of my character, be Angry Ken. No one wants to see Angry Ken, Eric. Okay?
No
one wants to see Angry Ken, Eric. So I'm just saying, bro. Oh, the man's here.
Start.
Yes.
Oh, good morning. I didn't realize you had a full house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
nice
decided
painting,
to come
bro.
on to promote the new Nerds episode.
Ooh, what's happening today?
We are going to have Leppy coming on.
Let's go.
Really?
Interesting guest.
And in honor of Leppy joining the light side, I will turn to the face of not only my god, Cthulhu, but also my second god being Keemstar.
Oh, God, you're giving Keemstar god status?
Well, he did give me a job, did he?
It's very true.
Well, I have said he's my Lord and Savior, too, so I guess that makes two of
Oh,
us.
God. And I guess in some way I'm the creator, but stop.
Lily with the 10. A very good morning, Cafe Peeps. We appreciate you, Lily. Thank you for being here, ma'am.
But yeah, and it's going to be a fun episode. You guys will love it.
Hell yeah, dude. So apparently Keem now identifies as a painting. Thank you, Keem, for coming out on Lolcowcafe as a painting.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
I have a new lens on my, like a really expensive camera that I'm taking to Fat Camp, so I'm just testing it out.
That's a really nice painting, though.
It is. The other thing too is, when we were at the camping trip, right? I think one of your $3,000 cameras went down. Hopefully, we got some lessons learned and all that from the smoke and the rain and all that shit. I don't want to see nothing happen because I know you're dropping like thousands and thousands on equipment. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. There's going to be, I think when we're done here, probably closer to $20,000 worth of equipment.
Damn.
So.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Well, you got to invest in it to make it, right? So it's definitely a good investment.
Yeah, but it's like, yes, it's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, then the LCU will have like full setups. Like we'll have a full studio, top to bottom, everything piece of equipment we need, because it's not just for Fat Camp. It's we're doing ghost hunting after this. Like, there's like a million different events going on this year.
Oh,
So
I
we
want to
need
do ghost hunting.
Yeah, when's that going to be?
right after Fat Camp. So we'll probably plan that right at Fat Camp because we're all together, and that way we can, when we're off camera, we can, keep busy and plan our next adventure. But this entire year, we're going to be trying our absolute best to, get out like once a month and meet somewhere to do something. It's just going to improve. It's really going to build everything.
Definitely.
That would be awesome.
Are we still looking at maybe having the Lolcow convention? Are we still maybe looking at that later in the year?
No, that's not a maybe. That's like 100%. So
let's fucking go. Good shit.
I just don't. I don't know if it happens this year. But if it does happen this year, we're probably looking at around like September, October, in that time frame.
Fuck yeah, that's beautiful.
I know that Tuffy is also looking for some hosts because I think this year they're having their first, what's it called, Collecticon convention, and he was looking for a couple of hosts to join him and help out with like signing cards or passing out cards, which I think is like super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to do that with Grim, but if not, I'll just be supporting him from a distance.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
Collecticon, is that their
Collecticon.
event, or is that some other event that they're just gonna have a booth at?
It's another event that they're going to have a booth at. It's like just a bunch of nerd stuff. Maybe Eric could go. I think you would find that really cool, Eric, because it's Pokemon cards and a whole bunch of other trading card games.
Nerds
Well,
are
I
actually perfect for
am
that.
going to one con in April, and that's in Washington, D.C. It's called Awesome Con. It usually runs from in the summer, but this year it's from April 6th to the 8th, I believe. And I was thinking on doing content or Awesome Con, like doing vlog type of stuff for nerds.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wait, so this is in LA?
No, it's in Washington, D.C.
No. I'm talking to Beans for Collecticon.
Oh, my apologies.
I'm not completely sure. I don't think that Tuffy really gave me which one that he was going to. I just know that he was going to go to one soon and was checking out if some hosts can go.
Oh, well, the soonest one is March 1st through March 2nd, and that's in Los Angeles. And then the next one is March 29th to March 30th, and it looks like that's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Miami.
Ooh.
So here's the thing about that. Fat Camp ends on the 28th, and almost even everybody could drive over to Miami from there, from Fat Camp.
Welcome to Miami.
Oh yeah.
And with that note, I think all you need on this show is Eric. See you guys.
Later, bro.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Later, Becky. Cool. Well, this one thing I'm gonna recommend to you, Eric. All right, I'm gonna share a screen so you can see it. When you go, if you want to record anything, get one of these, because I got one when I went to the camping trip.
Oh yeah, I was looking into that.
I'm telling you, yeah, this is like I think $16 or $17. It got different variations on Amazon and stuff, and I was using that to record my cooking video, right? Which apparently Canva is going to be the go-to for me. So I learned that. So I'm going to be working on that today, getting all my stuff together for the members only. But yeah, so they have different variations of it. You can do like a selfie stick with it. You can do just to hold it and record and talk. Or you can do as a tripod and set it down and like walk around. So this would be a great investment, because holding the camera, sometimes people can like shake, move around and stuff. This way, at least you're just holding it and it's steady. So something to think about.
So,
Okay.
I haven't seen a selfie stick in so long. I'm pretty sure they got popular like back in like the 2010s.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Something I did also want to mention, Canva's really good when it comes to making graphics. Like I made yesterday for the show. Really good for graphics, a little bit for video editing, but also another one that I found out about is like Microsoft has like Clipchamp or something like that, and it's really good, surprisingly.
Beautiful.
I did want to mention that Pharaoh was in the chat with the $9.99. Been to Collecticon twice. They have cons all over the country and is the biggest space for trading card fans. Highly recommend.
Shout out Pharaoh. Appreciate you, bro. We got Alexander Mobley in waiting. Let's bring him in. See what he has to say. Alexander Mobley, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh shoot!
Beautiful.
I hate that. My bad. I'm on my phone. Sorry.
No worries, bro.
You're good.
We can see you, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
How you
I
doing,
was not
bro?
expecting to drag me in.
Oh no. So what you got? What you got for us?
Oh, I was just wanting to see how you guys were doing, and I was just saying, I've been with this show at least since the beginning, but a short-term member of the actual overall shows. But
We appreciate that.
my friend showed it to me recently, but I enjoy this one most of all.
I appreciate
What
that.
makes
yeah.
you enjoy it most of all?
It's just the chill and mellow overall ambience of it, and it's nice to kind of go into work too, because I work at 9 a.m. most mornings. So
Okay, so you usually have us like in the background while you work, or is it just whenever you're driving to work?
I usually wear an earbud when I'm at work, just kind of listening to all the shows as I go.
Okay,
Yep.
that's cool.
That's what I do too. Like normally, whenever I'm doing my little like nighttime part-time job, I have everything in my ear, so it helps the time go by. But then you realize, damn, I've listened to 3 shows already, and I'm not even done yet. You know what I mean? Kind of makes you lost the time a little bit. But definitely appreciate the support, bro. 100%. You know, and I think Billy said it best. He said, you know, cafe is the chill reset to start at a base level. This is the chill reset. That way, the chaos can come later. You know what I mean? But you know. We all know what Becky brings to the table, right? So we'll see what plan she has for us. Eric knows firsthand, right? So
Yes, I know that. And I just want to clarify, I am no longer going to be leaking anything in for her upcoming Nerds episodes. I've already gotten in trouble multiple times, so.
You were leaking stuff?
What are you leaking, Eric?
About what's coming up this episode, when Keem asked me.
Uh-huh.
Today, or like, are you talking about other days?
Well, just for today, but other days I'm not going to be leaking.
Okay.
We appreciate that, Eric. No leaking in the cafe.
I'm not going to leak cafe. I'm not even part of cafe.
Oh, yeah. All right, Alexander, we appreciate you, bro. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, you guys too.
Later.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, well, should we start? Should we start with milkers and work our way down, or should we start with the second rewind and work our way up?
Maybe we should start with milkers, kind of go through like kind of the schedule. Also maybe because there are some ADHD people in the chat, and maybe seeing the milkers shake what their mama gave them, we'll get a little bit more attention on screen.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
I completely understand.
Yep. I'd see a cafe shout out in Ken Glaze.
Oh, they were glazing you hard.
Oh,
They were glazing you hard. Mm-hmm.
I can't. I was at the DMV when this was going on, and I didn't have my earbuds. So by the time I got home, I think live was about to start, and wife had dinner ready. So I literally ate and headed out for work. So we all know Roxy hates the Chucky doll, right? That's basically a running meme at this point. She says it's from childhood traumas. People like to fuck with her. I think it's getting old at this point, but what am I to say, right? But we'll go on to Psycho Mom says Becky was going to fire Savage, and Roxy agreed. Ooh, so our new manager already trying to fire people.
Psycho Mom.
What happened here, huh? What happened? Let's check it out. Not a good look, Becky. Already trying to fire people. I can't.
Speaking of Becky, she actually became a cash cow.
Thank you, Becky. Appreciate the cash cow love. Thank you, ma'am. All right, guys. Let's check this out.
Tell me all about what she did to me Friday. Psycho Mom, tell me all about what she did to me Friday with old Bixter over there.
Oh, she was plotting and planning, and Becky said maybe she should fire you next, and Roxy agreed.
Ooh.
You lying fucking snake.
I
said,
wow.
No, she could look back on it.
Yep. I said who really needs to be fired because she doesn't do shit but barely fucking talks is you. I said no, Savage don't need to be fired, but it is kind of suspect that every time she gets dogpiled, yes, she automatically has a day off. I knew she had the day off. I knew she said it for a few days ago, but like I said, payback is a fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck. Hate me, placate, narcissist, gaslight me. I don't care because at the end of the day, I know where my fucking shit stands.
You see you putting these wrinkles in. These are my angry wrinkles.
Good.
How dare you? How dare you? I've been nice to you. I have coddled your ass late nights on the damn phone.
Ooh, late night on the phone. What are y'all doing?
I was just playing on my computer.
Fuck yeah. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I feel like Psycho Mom has kind of attacked Roxy damn near this entire time. Am I wrong?
No, I
you're
think
not wrong.
that Psycho Mom lately has been kind of trying to get under Roxy's skin, especially with the whole like Chucky thing. She's really playing into it. Don't know how long she's going to keep that up. But when it comes to Savage, I love Savage because of her voice. Like, she might be a little controversial, but Savage, I feel like I could listen to her all day. I thought, because she kept calling Roxy a Judas, I thought she was going to pull out the Bible and start reading the Bible at her, which would have been hilarious, to be honest. And they actually gave us a shout out yesterday. I don't know if you want to pull that up.
Is this the Ken Glaze beans? Is this what you want?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You know that you're my amazing co-host, and you need to hear it from the whole entire Lolcow universe.
All right. If my wife is watching, I want no part of this. My mom, I love you. This isn't it. All right. So, all right, let's check this out. I'm just kidding. Let's make it happen.
Brad the Don, thank you for your 1 month of membership. Congratulations on your first crown. Also, shout out to Lolcowcafe. Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to say, Brad the Don, he's a member on the docket team. I think he was our like second or third pay pig. That dude is fucking amazing. We love Brad the Don here. Seek. And then we got I think Scatty Monkey, I think, is our newest person. And
Smoking Homebrew.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Like, seriously, like, I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all make this job super easy, so thank you all. Let's continue.
Yes. Let me just say, Lolcowcafe is amazing. Ken and Beans.
I love you too, Flavor.
Dual dynamic. I love them. Every day I do my workout to them. I drink my coffee. You get all the news instead of having a clip here and there. All the news in one spot, plus a little bit of drama here, a little bit of. And Ken, I know you're married. I'm married too, but you are gorgeous.
I can't.
Keep going. I love you, Beans. You're a little tiny beanie and beautiful. I love you both.
No, Ken would be mine if Ken wasn't married.
Oh
Hey,
my
Psycho
God.
Mom.
Well, I don't know him.
I saw him first.
You can have him, but listen, bitch. I'll be at Fat Camp with him, so I'll hook you up.
Oh my
No,
God. Shut
no.
up.
Married.
Fat camp.
Stop being a homewrecker now, Rocky.
Thank you, Psycho Mom. Thank you,
that's
Psycho
right.
Mom.
He's married. Shit, I forgot. I just said he's married. Now I'm trying to hook him up.
Christ.
Thank
All
you,
right,
50
listen.
Shades. Thank you. Let me get another.
Can I just say that Psycho Mom's tattoos just look so cool? I didn't even notice she had like a full like sleeve going on. I think that makes me like her more.
Oh, yeah, no. Tattoos are amazing. Thank you for the shout out, ladies. Always appreciated. As far as the other comments, yeah. Let's continue. So obviously they had their thing. Savage is constantly going after Roxy, right? And, people with the meme and all that, like I said, that pretty much shut down. They got their first crown. So congratulations to them. Also, congratulations to Queens for also getting your first crown. That is beautiful. Happy. I think all the shows have crowns now, so that is amazing. But evidently, Jaffe, he had a little bit of a crash out last night.
So I don't really watch Tech Talk. I used to for a little bit because I liked Jay. He was very nice to me, and he said that he would help me out with any tech issues I've ever had. So I used to watch for Jay. Now this whole Jaffe guy, I've heard so much that it kind of put me off of Tech Talk. But with all the little ramblings I heard last night in between my own crash out, I tuned in, and apparently he was playing a song about Tina, and his long lost love for her.
That's not copyright, right?
No, AI songs are not copyright.
No, I just didn't know if you used the song. All right, cool. All right, let's get into Jaffe. I haven't seen this yet.
Don't need this shit.
Hey, I got that microphone. Sorry.
Okay, I didn't even need fucking love for a long time. I was very happy in my little position on the internet, and I meet this woman, And I'm sorry, maybe you fucking incels out there, you guys are just kind of, fuck you, shut up, make. You don't know what Jay's doing right now. I don't give a fuck because he ain't coming in here. I don't care. Okay, what I can tell you is this. He comes in here with his fucking hair and Rico Suave bullshit. And he's like, oh, all the girls love me. And maybe they do, but you know what? I want my shot with Tina. Tina, I miss us. What we had. I can't even go to the fucking sex toy site because that's where we went there together the other day. And I go over there and it's like, I can't be here.
I'm getting a headache. First and foremost, I can't. No. I understand he's in his feelings. I understand. Oh shit, Dr. D's a member's waiting. I want to get Dr. D's thoughts on this. What do you think? Y'all good with that?
Of course, because this looks like a little bit of mental illness.
It does.
I've talked to Jaffe during Lean Live Saturday, and I'd rather talk with the creator of The Binding of Isaac than him.
Okay, so I was just going to mention that, Eric. Actually, so it's so weird because all like video game creators kind of look the same. This is so messed up to say, but they all kind of look the same because they're all like, you know, slightly overweight. They have the beard. They look very eccentric, right? So he does to me look like Edmund McMillan, which is the creator of Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac was actually how I got into trading card games to begin with, because I bought the whole Four Souls like chest thing. Also, this is just a random quip, but so many hosts of the LCU look like they would give really good hugs. I don't know if it's because they're like fluffy looking, but I would love to give people hugs, and at the same time, I don't want to touch him. He looks weird.
Dr. D, how you doing, man?
I am doing very well. Oh, am I on?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear.
Okay, good. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Doing beautiful. Yeah. So let me ask you.
Yes.
From a social work, your background, the Jaffe and Tina thing, what's your opinions?
Whew. Man. So I will start off by saying God of War is one of my favorite games. So to have Jaffe on, is interesting to me, right? I know there's some lore, some issues, you know. Craft made a really good article about it a couple years ago, but neither here nor there. Know if it's all in good fun or if it's just like a really unhinged moment. I'm not sure. I'm really not. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm wanting to see where the audience is. I just put a poll in chat. Has Jaffe ruined God of War for you?
I'd rather play the 2018 reboot. Ooh, that's for sure.
Yeah. You know, because sometimes, you know, when you have like a celebrity or, you know, a game whatever, right? Someone you look up to, and then all of a sudden you get to see them as a real person, or like something happens and it just like ruins everything you liked about them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some people were saying that God of War is ruined. I'm just curious what the chat is on that.
Well, they do say don't meet your heroes, right?
Very true.
Like, so I just, man, it was such a great game. All of them. I mean, all of them.
Yep.
But there's some drama with all that, you know.
So evidently, Mike invited Jaffe to Queens. I wonder how the Miss Tina's going to accept that. Let's give that a watch, shall we?
Kid behind camera, my dick is so raw. He says, do you want to come on Queens tomorrow, or at least on Tina? Yeah, you think I haven't been thinking about that? And I'm trying very hard to get over that and not think about those things. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to bring in some people, but I want to tell you I made something for her because I do love her. And I know that you guys are like, oh, you only met her, and, you know, fuck you.
So, in one way, people can say Mike is thinking about the canteen. In another way, he's just trying to fuck with Tina. And he's not respecting her boundaries based on what she said.
That's very true. We do have Lily Musai in the chat with the $10 saying, I will say that Jaffe is one cog in the wheel for God of War. Let's not forget the whole team who helped create the games. That's very true.
Definitely.
I think that's very true in a lot of instances where sometimes there's only one piece of a giant puzzle and people like to focus on that piece. Take that as you will. But you can never forget the puzzle as a whole, right?
Yep. I'm gonna send a message really quick to somebody. But actually, can you message who was supposed to come on today and see if they're still coming on?
Yeah, I did a while ago. And while I'm looking at my chat, he did not respond.
Beautiful.
He did not respond, but somebody who did respond was Tuffy, and actually he's doing the Collecticon in Dallas in June. So if you guys are in that area and would like to go to Collecticon and meet Taffy, Jesus Christ, I'm thinking about Jaffe and Tuffy at the same time.
Jaffe and Taffy, baby.
So if you want to meet Tuffy and get some trading cards, that would be a pretty cool experience.
Yep. So we got one that says David Jaffe says he loves Tina. That's obvious. And then what he has to offer Tina. Let's see what the psycho actually has to offer.
You're just...
Oh, and Boogie's in there too. That's just going to make it juicy, if that's the correct word. I don't know.
You're just a storied game designer with a wonderful history and a big bank account, and just what would you have to offer a woman like that?
Love, understanding,
a dental plan.
Come on now, that's not nice. I don't care about her fucking teeth.
Oh my.
I care about her heart,
obviously.
And I see she's been no, shut up. I see she's had pain. I've seen pain, and she doesn't hide it like you fuckers hide it. Fuckers, you hide it. You hide it all the fucking time. Oh, everything's perfect. And this fucking woman has the goddamn guts to go out there and show the world, hey, I've had it tough. You think a meal at the Olive Garden wouldn't warm that goddamn woman's heart? Don't laugh at me, bitch. Don't laugh at me, you fucking come to my front door and I'll shoot you in the head fucking almost in jail, bitch.
I'm just saying, number one, I was in jail for about a day. And number two, you're just a...
That made me laugh. That made me laugh.
He can't take her to Italy, but he'll take her to the tour of Italy at Olive Garden.
Hey, Beans with the quips. So, Eric, what you got to say, bro?
Like I said, I'd rather talk to Edmund and Jaffe on a daily basis.
Well, I know that you called yourself the Rizzler in Nerds. Do you think that you can offer some actual rizzing advice to Mr. Jaffe?
No. I can offer my Riz advice to anyone, and just not Jaffe. He's a lost cause.
He's a lost cause. So what do you have to say about that, Dr. D? Do you think that he's a lost cause, or you think that he's actually heartbroken and just wants a little loving from Tina?
You might want a little loving from Tina, maybe. Or it's just maybe to get a rise out of her. Because it seems like it's easy to do, and I love Tina, do not get me wrong. I really do. Like, she's so polarizing to me and so interesting. And Jaffe is too. He's a polarizing individual. It makes for entertainment. But, like, sometimes, like, is it too far? Because, like, clearly Tina's like, what the actual hell? But it does make for... I'm tickled by it, so.
That's beautiful. So evidently, our new manager, Becky, tried to shoot her shot. Let's go, Becky. I see you, baby. I see you. Let's see what Becky had to say to the Joff man.
Gentlemen, why am I not able to break through to her? Like, she's just not, like, it's like the fucking Death Star, and there's like maybe one little Oh god. One little
Gargling
thing.
her period blood was probably not the right move.
I did not gargle it. I was bathing in it. I was showing her my commitment to her.
I can't.
There's a difference.
Ooh, well, I think her Death Star is closed. I don't think. I'm so sorry, David. I just don't think you're her type.
Have you ever been in love?
Of course.
And what do you mean when they walk away, when they don't want you?
You mean like you did to me the first time I had you on Queen?
You were not in love with me. You just thought I was very sexual
You
and
don't know
attractive.
that.
Come on, lady. Don't mess with me. You don't envision weddings with me and a baby. I wrote a song about her and me having a baby, lady.
Well, I'm just saying what goes around comes around, and you did it to me, and now she did it to you.
Gentlemen.
Well, do we agree with that assessment?
No.
Okay. Do tell. Why's that, Eric?
It's the way he's going about it, and it takes he really deep down into that rabbit hole that I don't want to go down.
Hell yeah. The last clip we have is Boogie admits to sleeping with the same prostitute as Logan Paul. I don't care about that because I don't give a damn where Boogie puts his dick. So nerds.
Lack thereof.
Hey. Let's get to your show, Eric. Let's get to your show.
Yes.
Nerds. How'd you feel about what's her name?
They?
No. The Lego chick.
Aloe?
Aloe, yeah, sorry. Batgirl.
Well, now she's Batgirl for some
Batgirl,
reason.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I think I treated her unfairly yesterday during Holodeck because, again, it was in a heated moment. And so I think I'm going to calm down this episode. I can't say too much because I'll get in trouble again. And so...
That's fine. Real quick, Dr. D.
Yes.
You know, Becky was in Nerds. A lot of chaos, a lot of changes, a lot of emotions, right? For someone like Eric or Pharaoh that are not involved, right? They're just kind of sitting back and they're seeing all these changes. You know, obviously they're going to want to project on screen. They're going to go to let their emotions out on screen. What tips do you have for them to kind of help deal with those emotions in the moment so that way they don't, you know, go crazy and have a crash out like others have had?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's really hard, I think, sometimes as humans just to kind of be mindful and think about what you say before you say it. And we're all guilty of, you know, letting that stuff just fly right out.
Yep.
Sometimes you do got to take a step back. I feel like the LCU is all about change, and that change can happen at the drop of a hat. So I think going into these types of things, knowing that would be a little bit helpful. But, you know, say you let those things go. Say you say something a little off kilter to somebody. An apology goes a really long way.
Yep.
So, and I saw you do that earlier, Eric, and I think that's awesome to say, hey, you know what? I didn't give someone a fair shake. Or I said things I really didn't mean and I'm sorry. Or I think that's awesome. So I think you are on the right path. But things are going to happen. You're going to say things that you might not necessarily mean because you're in the moment. You're upset. I do it all the time. We all do it. So I think you're good.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I might need you as my personal therapist.
There you go.
There you go. All right, so let's check this out. I believe this is the introduction of Batgirl.
Fake fucking bullshit that you knew wasn't fucking
There it is.
true.
That's why I am still petitioning for Boogie to be the manager because Boogie,
Who's this?
you know,
Does she even have a camera?
Oh, Aloe.
Aloe.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
Can you see me?
We see you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hello.
say hello to your new host. She's hotter and has a less annoying voice.
Aw,
Hope you
adorable
have
Becky. The
fun.
funny thing is, she doesn't have the stream key, so good luck hosting, because not happening. The nerds and all four of us are sticking together. So, anyways, it was nice seeing you here, but have a good one.
Yeet.
Whoops.
Yeah, we don't need Simi Part 2 in here anyways, so. Yeah,
Burn.
The last thing we're gonna do is let somebody come in with clown makeup to derail our entire show, Becky. We don't need you, we don't need your backup clown, we're good to go. So, fake fucking bullshit.
Cool. So,
I think Zay was coming in hot, like
Yeah, she
not
was.
even knowing who this person is and already like kind of doggy on them. I understand what she's trying to do. She's taking a stand for her and her fellow host, but to put somebody down just because they're associated with Becky, I didn't really agree with that, but I understand why she's doing it. What did you feel about that, Eric?
I just really took a step back and do other stuff like checking my phone and Switch, so I wasn't really. That's why I put myself on mute
Yep.
for most of the day. Hey, because I know if I say anything, it will get backlash.
So I wanted your opinion real quick, Dr. D, on this one. Some advice I'm going to give to Eric, if you could chime in real quick.
Sure.
So sometimes, Eric, when things happen or things are going on stream, you detach yourself and you do the layback, right?
Yeah, and that was because my chair, before I fixed it, it was lean forward.
Okay.
You know, can you do this? Me.
That's funny. But the thing is, just as a heads up, man, body language says a lot. Your body language was kind of telling people that you weren't interested. Body language was telling people that you'd rather be somewhere else, right? So when managers and people of authority look at that, they may think that you're not taking this serious because they want you invested in your show. Doctor, do you mind just talking a little bit about body language? Because I don't know how to say it correctly. This is kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, body language and like active listening are really good tools to kind of show somebody, hey, I'm interested in what you have to say. Again, I do that stuff too when something's on that, you know, I don't necessarily care about. But as a host, you know, always give people a fair chance, right? Even if, you know, I know sometimes it's easy to kind of disassociate if there's like drama or things that just aren't preferred. But yeah, I would maybe lean back a little less, lean in and listen and maybe give feedback. And I think that would help you a lot more than, you know.
Yeah. So Andrew C in chat saying, pretty sure you're his equal, Ken, not his superior. I know I'm not his superior. I'm no one's superior here, right? I'm just trying to give advice just to kind of help out and things I've learned. Because I've always said, if someone can learn from my mistakes and I can help them, I want to help them. Take Lolcow Court, guys. Lolcow Court, do not be Lolcow Court. Be better than Lolcow Court. And if anyone ever fails in this fucking universe, just say at least I'm not Lolcow Court.
All
right.
I'll keep
That's
that.
all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, right? If I want people to learn from my mistakes, and if I can help someone, that's all I want to do. All right, that's all I want to do.
But going back to Aloe or Batgirl, now as she's known as, if you're not in the Discord, make sure that you're a cash cow or higher in order to get into the Discord, because there was some information that I saw yesterday that not a lot of people were talking about. So actually, I believe Aloe or Batgirl is going to be one of the new guests or hosts for the gaming channel. Apparently, she is well versed in streaming games, and I think that she caught Keemstar's eye, and she's going to be doing that from now on.
Let's fucking go. Shout out Aloe Girl, aka Batgirl, whatever. You know, that's beautiful.
I would love for that channel to be used more.
Oh yeah.
I think gaming. I love watching games. I love playing games. I think it would be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's just complicated because of the constant schedule, like all the shows going on. A lot of hosts don't know when they can jump on the gaming channel and showcase like some sort of game or just chill out with their audience. Because even I thought about jumping on and playing like a very chill game, because I know a lot of people like to play like very exciting shooter games or scary games. And I'm like, I just want to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure with my peeps.
I would play Hello Kitty Island Adventure with you.
Yeah, I actually have to do. Yeah, Eric?
I'm trying to get into streaming games as well because I want to replace my current Curve monitor because it got a crack.
Oh.
So once I get a new one, I'm going to get a controller for the computer. It's basically, here, let me show you what I was looking at. Give me a minute here.
Yep. So just real quick, bro, I actually got an LG pretty good, like 32-inch monitor that I use for my main monitor. It's gaming, whatever the hell. I got it for like $188. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So
Yeah, I just got one last week. It's like an MSI, some off-brand. You know what? It does the job. It's like
hell yeah,
this big. I
Fuck
love
it.
it.
Fuck it.
We can ball on a budget. It's all right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So this is the controller I want to get.
Okay.
Okay.
It's basically a knock-off Steam controller. Or basically, a hold off to an actual Steam controller whenever Valve decided to make that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I got some cheapo $10 one that looks like, what is this for? Like an Xbox, but it goes on everything.
Yep.
Ball on a budget, my friend.
That's it.
You know?
Sorry.
Yeah, and it's corded. Like, yeah. But that's
yeah, see, the only thing that bothers me about wires is I get caught easily.
Definitely.
That's why my head.
So
yeah.
cute.
So I initially bought this for whenever I was playing
This is the guest.
Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's why it looks kind of like Tom Nook. But you can see the tape here because for me, I can't have any lights like going on in my room or else I can't sleep. I'm very sensitive to lights and sounds and things of that nature. So actually there's Mooch in the Discord saying Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yes, we are waiting for this one on the gaming channel. And they actually pinged me, Dr. D, and Zayzooted. I think that would be cool. I still have to finish.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I still have to finish a quest to have multiplayer because I don't have any friends that play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Hell yeah. So, Eric, this may make you cringe a little bit to rewatch it, but this is when Miss Batgirl destroyed her Legos. I know you're big into Legos, all your movies and all that. I know a little cringe for you, sir, but for those that missed it, aka me, let's check it out.
Excuse me.
This is the guest
If
you
you're on
brought,
the phone,
Becky.
you can see us, but we can't see you.
Because you're busy ignoring her and cucking the content for fucking super chats, which can wait, by the way, while you have a live guest right here. Pay attention to her, answer her fucking questions.
Let her do her thing on the floor.
We can see you, Batgirl. Go ahead. We couldn't see your head though when you were standing up, just from your shoulders down.
Oh, that's okay. You just need to see the Lego smash.
Oh no.
All right, are you guys ready for this shit?
Yep, go for it.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Yay.
She almost ate shit. I just want to say that.
Yeah, twice.
Hilarious. Super quirky.
Oh.
You can look away if you have to, Eric.
I know.
Eric,
Don't.
it'll be okay.
Eric, it's okay, sir. I promise.
I love building.
So
She did say that she was going to rebuild it at least.
I just
That would
want to
be
say,
a fun process.
if she
How
ate
long,
shit,
Eric, does that take?
That'll take like a month to build at least.
Oh my God.
Becky in chat saying that she said it was 80 hours of commitment.
Holy cow.
80
I
hours
have
of commitment.
80 hours.
Um,
I kind of wanted her to fall. Not get hurt,
I'm
but just to
telling
fall.
you, if she
Okay.
ate shit, that would have been the best content that show's ever seen.
Yes.
I love y'all at Nerds, but that would have been the best content she's ever seen.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
karma.
understandable.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Boogie does with Nerds.
I'm sure Boogie will do great.
I'm excited.
Yep, because he claims video games. He made the most money ever talking about video games. So we'll see if that stays true.
Yep.
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna tap out. It was nice talking to you guys.
Take care, sir.
All right.
Nice
Have a
talking
good
to
one,
you, Eric.
Enjoy your day, bud.
You too. Ooh, my personal therapist.
But later, Eric. Man, so Ashes with the $5. Beans. I love Hello Kitty. I have her tattooed on my shoulder, and my office is filled with Hello Kitty everything.
Nice.
Hard eyes
I love
and
Sanrio.
hard eyes and blushing.
Blushy smiley face.
Yeah.
So I don't really love Hello Kitty, the character. I love the whole Sanrio universe.
Sanrio?
But I do love Gudetama, which is like a very controversial type of character because like he's not super cute. I say he, but it's actually non-binary because it's an egg. Eggs don't have gender. But he is so cute and he has a little butt and I just love his butt and I love how lazy he is and he kind of embodies like who I am because I do not want to get out of bed, but I'll get out of bed for my coffee cult.
There you go. You know, my favorite was it Karopi? The little green guy.
Mhm.
Is it a boy? He's a boy, right?
I'm pretty sure he's a boy, but my
so.
two favorites are Gudetama and My Melody. And then Grimm's is Pom Pom Pudding, actually.
Aw,
Ken is
nice.
checking out. He's like, I don't know the Sanrio
It's-
stuff.
yeah.
I'll find your favorite character, Ken. Don't worry.
One of my best friends growing up was Filipino, and she had all that stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And at the mall by me, they had like a whole store, a whole Sanrio store, and you can get anything. And I fell in love with it. It's just so damn cute.
I think Ken's favorite is going to be what's his name? Batsmaru?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
My favorite is Nico's Come Toast with the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, Nico. You lost me when you said boy butt. You lost me.
Egg butt. That's why. Okay, so
I can't.
if you
with the
don't
butt.
know me, I love Gudetama because of the little butt, and also one of my favorite animals is or amphibians, I guess, is the Japanese desert rain frog because of their little butt too. I like little butts.
Yes. Little butts.
Guys,
Little
if you received a gifted membership, please thank Mr. Nikos for that generosity. Let's
We can move on from the little butts and we can
Yeah,
go
gotta move
into
on.
something.
So let's go into the crazy shit. So Rastov, one of the last people, as I told Erica, was on the nice boat, officially jumped off last night.
I heard. I got the mentions, but I was sleeping because I'm an old lady.
And I'm an old man, so I sleep. But I don't know. For that one, we get a boomer report.
Yeah.
The boomer report lives, ladies and gentlemen. We need our sleep. But yeah, I don't know, man. Evidently he was blanking out at Boogie, then he blanked out at Twiggy, and they had a whole thing, and let's get into it. But first, let's bring it
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes?
What's up?
Let's see what you got.
No, somebody mentioned the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Hello Kitty crossover that McDonald's had, and I got 3 of them. Yeah. Just wanted to mention that.
Nice.
By the way, Zachary and Pirate, I see you members waiting. We're going to bring you up here after we finish with Lockout Aussie, because that's the heated subject for today. So let's get Rastov and Boogie fighting immediately.
Rastov.
And just to set the premise, I guess since Test and Tech ended, they had to go early. Am I correct? Being your camera's out of focus.
Oh.
They had to start early, I believe. And Rastov kind of had his moment with that. So where's my cursor? There it is. Check it out, guys.
Rastov, what the fuck are you doing, motherfucker? David is in crisis, and you're fucking taking the redirect like it's no big goddamn deal?
I don't Boogie forever the even keeled.
Think we got a redirect,
You're doing
bro.
a show intro. You're doing a show intro like it's a perfectly normal fucking day. Meanwhile, one of my favorite game fucking creators is out there. Well, how do we even know he's... Has anybody reached out to David?
I have no
Can we
idea.
get a
I don't know
hold of
how to
David?
reach out to him. Bro, I just got
Rastov,
spammed that I
you need
had to
reach
go
out
live.
David right now, dude. He's in crisis.
I know
His
he's in
heart's
fucking
broken.
crisis.
Do you have no fucking respect for gamers?
I
You're
love
a
him.
piece of shit, Rastov.
How about
I
you
used to
go
like
fuck yourself, Boogie? How about
This
you
is
go
how
fuck
you
yourself?
treat
No, you go
David
fuck yourself.
goddamn
No, fuck
Mappy.
you.
This
You
is
were
how
in there
you
making
treat
that shit
David.
fucking
No,
worse.
Fuck you.
No, fuck
Fuck
you. No,
you,
fuck you. You were
fucking
making that
piece
shit
of
worse, all right?
Guys,
No, shut the fuck up, Twiggy. You want to fucking talk to me like that on my fucking show?
Rastov, what?
Wow.
It got pretty heated.
It did.
It did get very heated. Let's continue.
You can suck my balls. No, fuck
You need
you.
to be reaching
No,
out to
fuck you.
David right now,
No, fuck you. Get the fuck
you.
out. Get the fuck out. I'm not putting up with this bullshit on my show. Fuck. I wasn't even ready. We're not even meant to be live for another 2 fucking hours, and we pick up the ball again, and I get fucking roasted by this prick who thinks he can come here and in here and tell me that I don't fucking give a shit. All right? He can go fucking suck one. Don't you fucking laugh. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking tell me that I'm fucking...
Oh.
We
having a calm conversation talking about tonight's events, and then you came in and set him off.
Stop laughing! It's not fucking funny.
I just think it's funny that the guy who made God of War made that thumbnail tonight.
Dude, that thumbnail was great, but like...
Twiggy. Amazing human being. All right, let's watch this last part and we'll get into it.
I wasn't ready to go, and then all of a sudden I just get spammed like, go, 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 like Jeffy killed the fucking stream.
Like, he killed it all right. I was trying to go in there and tell him to eat a spoonful of hot sauce. That always calms the stomach. And he was gone. He left.
I'm sorry I got annoyed. But, like, bro, I literally jumped in for him to just absolutely fucking pop off on me for literally no reason, right? Like, I wasn't doing I didn't do an intro because, oh, sweet, let's capitalize on his fucking pain. It's, we've got fans that are literally sitting there wanting a show, and I'm not going to make them wait 2 hours. You can suck my balls, Boogie. Fuck you.
I mean, Boogie's gay, so he might like that.
All right, don't suck my balls. Go suck your own. I'm actually wound up. Like, this is not how I, like, you know what? Fuck this. No, I'm not gonna let that cunt fucking derail my show.
Twiggy's face just says it all,
there is
bro.
awesome.
Twiggy's face just says it all, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
I'm sure.
Rastoff finally with the crash out.
Man, I never thought I'd see the day.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so right now it seems like he's very like, you know, in a very goofy face because he is smiling, he's laughing while he's saying this. But later on in the show, it gets very serious and he does get very heated. Do you see this a lot in people,
Yeah.
Dr. D?
Yeah, it's almost like when people put up a barrier, and sometimes you can't help that. A lot of times if I'm not a lot of times, I don't get provoked a lot, but you know, in my younger days when I used to scrap, oh yeah, I have stories.
In her Golden Glove days.
Yes.
There it is.
But yeah, you know, someone would kind of come at you and you kind of, kind of chuckle a little bit, but like you're reeling inside, you know. It's a defense mechanism, you know. And I think also too, it's kind of like you're stepping back, like, oh, is this really happening? But I mean, I think it's understandable for Rastov to kind of go off like that. Especially you have a schedule. I'm a scheduler, right? I need a schedule. I need I said all about lists.
I'm very regimented. I like having a regiment. Yeah.
Yes, I am also. So if someone's like, hey, you know what? 2 hours early, go on. You don't know what he might have had going on beforehand that he might have to stop, maybe eating, just whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. So it kind of throws a wrench into things. So I can understand that.
Definitely does.
Apparently, what has happened is that his wife or fiance came home from a long day at work. She was having a very hard time. And I'm sure, like anybody, they want to be there for their significant other. And because of everything that's happened last night, which I feel kind of part of, so I do want to say sorry to Rastov for that, the shows got cut short. And so he had to stop giving that care to his significant other and hop on. And I'm sure that did take a toll not only on him, but his relationship. So it's a very complicated issue.
Beans, do me a favor. Snip Twiggy's face. I want him on the next thumbnail.
Okay. Of course.
The way he looks right there. I want him on the next thumbnail and just say, this is Twiggy's face. That's it. Nothing new, nothing crazy. Just this is Twiggy's face. I think that'd be perfect.
So
thank you, Twiggy.
Makes me laugh. Yes. Yeah. And he's great to talk to, by the way. Like.
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah.
So
I enjoy him.
Just like Bean said, evidently Rastov and Twiggy, not finally, but they kind of got into it. So Docket Team gave us 4 parts. Thank you, Docket Team. As always, you're fucking amazing. And we'll let me wait a second, get this pulled up, and then we'll get into it.
And I thought when you left, you were playing it up because you've done that before and then you've come back. I thought it was just that all over again.
No, the time that I came back when you were being a prick to me, I fucking let it go. But I was actually pissed off at you. I let it go.
You never told me
because-
that. I thought you were playing it up.
No, because you were going through your phase of like fucking mentally manipulating me and making me jump through mental gymnastics. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I said, everything's fine. But it actually wasn't.
Real quick, Rastov's face is red. I don't know if that's his.
I was
camera.
gonna say that. Yes, he's upset.
I've not seen this before at a Rastov.
He's
So,
I have, whenever he cut off his eyebrows.
Oh, well.
I meant like
he's
normally, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro,
that's true.
he's fucking livid. But let's
Yeah.
continue.
And you tell me that weeks later.
It doesn't
and
matter
it
now.
acted like you were playing it up.
It didn't matter now. Like that doesn't matter now. I'm just telling you that like I don't fucking fake. I can't fake shit. I literally cannot act. I literally cannot act.
Me
We've
either.
literally talked about this. All right.
Same.
People have said to us, "Why don't you try and do X, Y, and Z?" I'm like, because I can't fucking sell it. Because I cannot act. I cannot fucking do it. Like.
And I thought when you left, you were playing it up because you've done that before.
Poor Rastov.
He's so upset.
Oh yeah.
He
Like,
is.
You're actually going to make me get myself cancelled because I feel like you're actually stupid and have no fucking ears. Like, I feel like the words that are coming out of my mouth, I don't have that thick of an accent. I don't think this is rocket science. I don't think this is this hard to fucking understand. Why are you not actually listening to the words that I am saying? You're having a conversation like I'm fucking 2 weeks away. Like, why?
I'm going to use that. I never heard that before.
What?
You're not understanding me like I'm 2 weeks away. I never heard that before. That's a good one.
All right. Well, if you want to do the show alone, right, and you want to be a little baby about it, you can. Okay. Let's see how it goes. I will be watching, but I am going to tap out.
See,
all
like
right?
you literally can't
If
even
you-
take fucking responsibility or ownership for what you didn't do, right? You're gonna actually,
I don't need
instead
to.
of trying to make it better, you're gonna sit there and fucking cry about it and leave. Like, sure,
I don't need
okay,
to.
go then, bro.
I
Don't-
will.
Go
I
fucking
will.
work
You
with
guys
Mike.
can have this.
Go work with Mike. Go fucking play with some knives.
I don't need
and,
to work with Mike.
and
We're
go-
gonna
piss out the window
we
and
will
then
be
fucking
back.
lick your
We will be
fingers.
back.
Like,
Okay, for one, it added to the flavor. Okay.
fuck off.
There it
I
is.
knew he was going to say that. I
hate
knew
you
it.
so much.
He made him laugh, right? That's a good thing. That's a good
Yes.
thing. Let's continue.
Just don't make me laugh.
No, you can be upset. That's fine. You have every right to feel what you're feeling. All right, but
Why are
you
you
know,
saying
at the
that
end of the day,
now?
I'm not able to put myself in somebody else's shoes. All right. Well, if
I'm glad there was a laugh shared, right?
Yeah.
Very happy because that just breaks the tension at the very least,
Yep.
right? So
Absolutely.
I do understand, but
I
you
was
know
in
what?
town. I had to show.
sorry.
Snoop Dogg.
I knew because it was a short. I knew that was gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Good job,
I
Ken.
do understand, but
You
you,
know what? No, no.
you are too emotional. Okay, you have it in
you know
you
what?
to get
I'll
past
use Boogie.
this.
No. Shut the fuck up. I'll use Boogie as the perfect example for this, right? He roasts the
Oh,
shit out
boy,
of
let's
Wings
hear
on
that.
live, right? He roasts the shit out of Wings on live. Do you want to know what happens when someone else comes in and tries to roast the shit out of Wings on live? Boogie fucking jumps in and roasts the shit out of that person. Why? Because even though they take the piss out of each other, when it boils down to it, those guys are fucking mates, and he will not let somebody else bully his fucking mate. It doesn't mean that he thinks that he can't handle it, because he knows Wings can handle it. But Boogie fucking gets mad and sees, no, this is Wings. He's my mate. I'm gonna pick on him, but you can get fucked. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Brother.
Well, Jordy did beat the shit out of me, and we became friends after that. Why do you guys get in the ring?
All right, Rastov, you've got this. Okay, I'm not arguing anymore because I'm right. You have a good one. Goodbye.
And I do want to make it clear, by the way, and Rastov, you might owe Twiggy an apology.
There we are.
Wow.
A lot of emotion.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion. So
And it seems like there's a lack of communication. They're talking about stuff that had happened previously.
Yep.
So I think, it's really important to say what you mean what you say, right? If you're feeling wronged by someone, it's absolutely 100% okay to say, I didn't like when you did this. And it almost feels, is Rastov trying to say that he doesn't really feel supported by Twiggy?
Yeah, that's what
wonder.
he said multiple
Yeah.
times last night. He said that he just wants to feel supported by his co-host. He repeated multiple times throughout. Sorry, I just got a text from work. He repeated that multiple times throughout, and then he also mentioned a lot how Ken defended me, even though like I didn't think it was necessary. Ken is just an awesome co-host. Ken defended me whenever, Billy was a little bit heated.
Yeah.
And I left only because a lot of people were like, oh, well, Beans is salty. Beans is a softie or something. And I'm just like,
You gotta walk away sometimes. Yeah.
Exactly. So I walked away to give Billy that space that he needed. And it seemed like my questions or like my diffusion of the situation was not helping. So I'm just like, I'm just going to give you the time that you need to say your piece. And that's all. And I do appreciate when Ken did that. And it does show the kind of the bond that you can make as co-hosts sometimes. And I think that's what Rostov wants from Twiggy. But not everybody is like Ken because he's the best.
Well,
You are the best.
Nah, like, here's the thing, right? I told Billy, I said, all due respect, my co-host is gone. I got to kick you out. Right? Because this is our show. And I knew it was a little heated moment. I knew Billy was just angry at what had happened with the whole Savage thing, and he wanted change. But at the same time, I don't want my co-host to feel like she has to leave her show for someone else to be here. Because that's not right. Right? So that's why I did it. I think Billy understood that, and later on, calmer heads always prevailed. Right? So,
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't. If Beans got into a fight with someone else, I'd let them hash it out because I'm not going to step in. But if two people came here to attack Beans, 100% I'm stepping in because I know Beans can hold her own. Beans can hold her own against people, and I want her to do that because if Ken always comes in to save the day or whatever, then people are going to say Beans is weak. Beans can't do nothing by herself or whatever. I don't want that image for her. But if it's more than one person, 100% I'm stepping in.
Sure.
So, can someone give me the timestamp from when Keem jumped into Aussie, please? Because I want to play that one real quick. Because I think that also kind of set a precedent that pissed Rastov off as well. So I don't know if someone in chat, if the docket team can let me know what that timestamp was. But Rewind went live again. That's how serious this was. I've never seen that before, as far as going live twice, especially for them.
Look what I get for going to sleep. My goodness.
There you go.
It's gonna stay up all night.
Definitely. But when I was on the first time, we don't have any clips of the second time they went live, but we can play. I'll play a little bit of that. But just real quick, I'm gonna play my portion when I was on there, and it is what it is. This was my thoughts in the beginning. I was at work at the time, but yeah, this was my thoughts. If I can unmute, good job, Ken. I'm terrible at this. I apologize. 2 seconds.
I'm excited about Boogie. I think that's the best decision ever. I'm so sorry, Ken. Mike and
So sorry. He's like, I'm excited. I'm so sorry, Ken. I'm so
Ken,
sorry.
Ken, you are live on Rewind.
Yeah, I can't. First and foremost,
Big
that
hugs,
fucking
buddy.
bitch is. Look, I think they want to see Ken rage, and they want to see like Mad Ken. That's probably going to happen on Cafe going forward.
What is this, Ken?
Unfortunately, I was raised by women, so it's hard for me to like be mad or be like rage out at women just because of the respect I have for women. But the problem is that's not a woman; she's a fucking beast.
I was
So
just about to
she's
say.
gonna bring it out of me. She's gonna bring it out of me. That's the problem.
What's up with this
But,
trickle down fuckonomics? Didn't work on nerds, and I got throw her over to
Holy shit, Keem just gave Yo Mama host role in a Discord.
bullshit.
Look,
He did not give Yo Mama.
There it is. But I will say, we after the fact, we had a conversation, and I don't feel that way anymore. All right, so Becky, first and foremost, I apologize for what I said about you on Rewind, okay? I do apologize. I'm a man, and when I'm wrong, right? But yeah, I do think if anyone here can make me legit mad, it is Becky. I will admit that 100%, and I think Becky knows that she can make me mad. But, you know, we'll see what
I
happens.
think that's a good trait to have.
Make Ken mad?
Well, not making people mad, but pulling things out of people. Becky does that very, very well. Whether you love her or hate her, she has a way of pulling that out of somebody. Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
And I told people in the Discord, I said, and I said it here too, you can't argue the numbers nerds did before and after. You can't argue the numbers. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I told the chat before Becky came in, we're on the road to 1K live concurrent. And we'll see if Becky can get us there.
My only issue when it comes to people using numbers like that in order to kind of justify like the whole drama and Becky like being manager. So we are seeing the numbers now, and obviously they boosted way up, but we also have to let it. Now that Becky's not the manager, we have to look at the numbers now, right? Like a month or two from now. Because even though those numbers went up, like now they're expecting a certain thing out of nerds that may not happen. And maybe those numbers will dwindle down. So I would like to see what the numbers are going to look like a month or two from now before I make any rash decisions like that or opinions like that.
Beans, you know what the difference is, Beans? It's me and you, right? I have confidence in us. I have all the confidence
I think a
in the
lot
world
of
in us.
people do.
So
this is such a chill space.
Yeah.
It's so different than any of the other shows. And I think it goes nowhere but up from here. Like, in all honesty, it's such a cool place to be. I love being here, so.
Definitely. So I'm going to bring in Michelangelo and Bobby Bacon. You're in Pay Pig. What's up, fellas? Good morning.
Hey, howdy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. How you doing?
Good. Just wanted to stop by, say good morning. Let's get that cam on.
Appreciate it.
Ken, I want to see Angry Ken more. Like, you got this rasp.
Yeah. A lot of people do, I think. And I think Keem knew what he was doing, putting Becky as the manager, because I'm going to get mad at her and yell and scream. And I'm going to have to give a headphone warning, be like, all right, guys, headphone warning. And then just fucking. Danny with the one gift. Appreciate it, Danny. Thank you.
We get kind of a look into the life of Ken if you were, what were you going to do? Like drill sergeant of some sort?
I wanted to go to drill sergeant school. School.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been sick. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Angry Ken, bro. I'm just here to say, all hail Lord Ken. This is my god, has been since I joined this server like 4 or 5 months ago. Love you, man. Love you so much.
Bro. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Are you from his other show as well, before all this?
No, sadly. I stopped doing the local live stuff for about 3 months because it got a little toxic back in the day.
It did.
But I rejoined after Boogie lied about hitting a little girl with a car. So.
Oh, of course.
Oh, nice. That's what brought you back in. That's interesting.
Who wouldn't join after that, bro?
Exactly.
All
right, boys.
Michelangelo, what's up, bro? Michelangelo, you good?
Okay, Michelangelo?
No. Okay, hold on.
You good, bro?
I think he took one of those mushrooms that are in the background there.
Probably.
Ooh.
I'm gonna let you out for a little bit so you can get your stuff figured out because I don't want.
Oh, I fixed it.
You good? We're good.
Yeah. I didn't have my mic plugged in, so I had to plug it back in and switch to the right mic.
Well, welcome to the cafe. As always, you've been here before. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Hell yeah. How's LCU treating you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just came in to talk about the RAS stuff and the Aussie stuff.
Cool. What you got for us?
I think that the Dr. D, you should call into Aussie tonight because I think it's gonna continue tonight. So there's definitely gonna. If you don't make it in immediately, at least halfway through, like an hour and a half, you should call in because I'm like 99% sure that's gonna happen more tonight.
Yeah, I might have to because, man, I got a lot of messages and like, you need to get in there now. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm sleeping, but if I can help, definitely. Absolutely.
Oh, and I had a secret to spill that since Rastov went to bed now, I can say this.
What happened?
Oh, because he said he was going to come after me because I said some stuff in the second rewind that was during the morning. So he said they saw it because he was still mad, but whatever. So the secret that Keemstar, if you're watching, that Rastov was going to do an exposed stream on Twiggy, but then Xylee stopped him last minute and like called him, got a hold of him. Otherwise, he might have dug an even bigger hole for himself, but he ended up not doing it thanks to Xylee.
So Rastov was going to do an expose on Twiggy.
Yeah, there was like a thumbnail and everything, but like 2 minutes before the live timer was gonna hit start, I guess Xylee called him and got him to stop it.
Damn. Well,
That might not have been good.
Nah. I know when I woke up this morning, I saw Rastov Xylee in a live on air in one of the studios, which I need to make Studio C. I need to do that after.
Yeah.
The stream. But yeah, I know. The poop guy says that's not a secret. They discussed that on Rewind. Obviously, yes, but I was asleep. Sorry.
Me too.
But now we'll check out that second rewind though. I don't know if someone can just throw some clips in the docket real quick. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully this shit gets resolved. I know Nightmare's looking for a show, so maybe there's some switcheroos going on. I don't know.
Some people are saying that it was going to be the Rastov Nightmare show or something else. Like he's going to replace one of them on Aussie.
Yep. I mean,
maybe, like I said, things change.
Always
Maybe.
quick. Yep. So,
but they're planning on repeating yesterday's stream since it got derailed. That I guess Nightmare was going to tell some bar stories that they didn't get to.
Yep. Nightmare.
Go ahead. I woke up at the end of the stream, so I didn't even get to see like the first like 3-4 hours. I just like woke up and I started watching it when like there was only like half an hour, 45 minutes before it was over. So I saw everything like at the end of Rastov's crash out.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully there's some resolution. You know what I mean? I don't want to see shows crumple. You know what I mean? Because the cast can't get along. You know what I mean? You hope for resolution.
Yeah, I think everyone wants Twiggy and Rastov to work it out.
Definitely. Cool. All right, so we got to get to other people. I appreciate you coming on, as always, and thank you for supporting the channel and all that. We'll see you next time, sir.
See ya.
Later. Pirate and Zachary, what up?
Morning, guys.
How you doing?
Good morning.
How y'all doing today?
Tired after yesterday.
Yeah.
Were you up all night with all the drama going on, Pirate?
Oh, I saw the rewind. Oh man, that was hard to watch.
Did you see the second rewind?
Yeah. Yes.
So
I actually didn't catch the second one. I was knocked the heck out.
Hell yeah. So
I was about to knock out, and then the whole Rastov was gonna go live, exposing Twiggy, and then Xylee was in the VC. She's like, "Nah," we're like, "Xylee, you gotta stop this now." She calls Rastov, and then Billy comes in. He's like, "Nah, I'ma do my own thing on Twiggy." Kind of trolling, trolling.
Yep.
And no, he goes live on Rewind, and they both go in there. At first, it seemed like the first hour, it seemed like they were at least gonna try, and then it was like literally 2 hours of looping, both of them, just looping their same thing over and over.
Yep. Was there any resolution?
Not on Rewind. No.
Not that I'm really aware of with Aussie.
Damn.
3.5 hours. 3.5 hours.
Rastov abruptly cut that stream off.
Oh, that was
without
awesome.
even doing an outro on Aussie. But I caught like the end of Rewind because I was doing like a League race on a game I play. So
got you. Let me check this really. Oh my god, where's that? There it is.
Yeah, if someone sent you a clip, yeah.
But now, real quick, I just want to show people. So, and I'm gonna show you guys. So, there's a stream 12 hours ago. And then those are streamed 4 hours ago. So yeah, 2 streams in one night.
The thumbnail,
wild.
if you guys know the significance of that thumbnail, it is so funny.
I was wondering what that thumbnail's about.
Yeah.
Well, Twiggy's supposed to be Onision, you know, that weirdo.
I mean, I think they're the same level of crazy, to be honest.
Yeah. Like the egotism, like the main character syndrome thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the one on the right, I don't know who that is. It's probably another. It's like the Rastov version of whatever.
So one of our beautiful docket team members put in the Keem called in segment because I wanted to play that.
Put that. That was crazy.
I wanted to play that.
What's up, boss?
Thank you, docket
I saw
team.
that live. I was like, whoa.
Hell yeah. All right. I think this is what kind of. I mean, Boogie, yes, but I think Keem was the gasoline that was put on the fire. You know what I mean?
Gasoline. It was the frick.
You know what I mean? Let's get it in.
What's up, boss?
Right.
You know, this is just so incredibly like unprofessional, all the whining and crying, and I'm just sick of it. Like Rastov, have a better attitude.
I was in there when that happened.
Let's get happy. Come on, we're gonna get happy.
I was watching when that happened.
Twiggy, your camera's not cutting on.
Crazy Casey with the $2 test and TikTok both crashed.
Oh. He's so upset.
You got this. Come on, do it with a happy face. Happy face. Put up.
You can literally see in real time his face become red.
Mm-hmm.
Literally in real time.
He's red.
Fucking smile on. Smile. Big smile. Even if it kills you, smile. You can do it, Rastov.
That must
I
have
have
hurt.
all
So
faith in the
mad.
fucking world in you. Fucking smile. Smile,
So
Rastov.
fucking mad.
You can do it. Smile.
Nah, fuck that. No, this is bullshit because every time one of you fucking pricks ends your stream. What's up, boss?
So there it is. So
You did see it get red.
I'm telling you, in real time, you saw that.
Oh.
I thought it was the other clip when Keem was calling him on the phone, telling him to end the stream, and Rastov went in on him.
Oh shit! I may have to look at that one. All right, but
yeah,
let me ask y'all this, while I look for that, what do you think about everything going on in the LCU right now? Just kind of give me y'all's opinions. Pyra, let's start with you. Last 24 hours have been crazy. You know, thank God Grim and Beans are good. They're figuring their shit out, right? That's first and foremost.
Okay,
the
good.
most
God.
important thing to me, right? Because I'm like the third wheel in their relationship. So, you know, I'm very happy that, you know, our relationship is going well, right? But, you know, with the...
Love it.
With the Jaffe...
Just like the TCG card.
Damn right. But with the whole Jaffe situation, bro, Pirate, what is your opinion on Jaffe and all that shit?
Oh, I went in on day, I think it was day 2 when he did the mysterious red substance on his face.
Yep.
I went on it on the end of the show, and I pretty much gave my opinion there that I'm not with it. I'm not with this guy in this universe. I think he's causing a lot of trouble to Tina, and Tina's more of a straightforward kind of person, you know? And like jokes are jokes, whatever. If you're trolling, whatever, we all troll here, and that's fine. But when you're doing this bit for, I don't know, it's already been what, like 4 or 5 days already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just let it go, man. Like, actually do something. Like, this is tech talk now. You know, showing, you know, toys, you know, sexual toys on screen and all this weird stuff.
Like
and
cross a line.
Yeah, and I called him out because before I got pulled up, I was like one of the last guests, and Scully had told him, "Hey, this guy in the bottom, Pirate, he's like, she said I'm missing an eye. I'm not missing an eye. I'm just blind in one eye, so I'm not missing an eye. Like my eye is still in the socket." But then he's like ramping himself up, and then the first thing he asked me is like, "So what do you do with the socket?" And I'm like, I just straight up said, "Don't worry about my eye, man." And then I just went in on Jay, and yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Weird.
Yeah. I don't
He's a
need people
character.
asking me about my socket and all this shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm not gonna be
And I'm
your
really
little.
glad you said something, because, yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't let. I made him feel. This is just my opinion. Because I live in a town where there's like literally celebrities that go to the same coffee shops as me. So to me, a celebrity means nothing to me. They're a human being.
Yeah.
Just like
Yep.
the rest of us.
Exactly.
So I pretty much told him your existence to me is the same as any other person. Like I'm not gonna be your little puppet. To
Good for you.
Good, dude.
So it is what it is. That's my
It
opinion
was-
on that.
It was just throwing me off when I was watching Tech Talk last night a little bit. I was sitting there like, I can't watch this right now.
Yeah,
Do you like the song?
Like, because Jeffy hasn't even been in the community long at all, like you said. And just by what he's doing, the Tina, like, he literally crossed the line quick.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Ken? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's not tech talk anymore. Like,
It's literally not.
When's the
It's
last?
literally not.
When's the last time they talked about tech? You know,
It's not tech. It's not Tech Talk without Jay and Rich.
Yeah, but I know.
Like, come on now.
I know Keem don't want people in boxes, right? He don't want shows, and I get that, but at some point, it's a tech show. When people think about tech talk, let's talk about something. Break something down. If it's like a 15, 20-minute segment, just do something, Like with Cafe, we do the daily espresso, and we have our cup of coffee, right? We cover a wide range of things, but we still hold true to what the title is, But that's just my 2
You guys
cents.
Look at the Eagles. You guys look at the Eagle watch and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, things that are really like some cool stuff.
Yeah,
I'm interested in all that.
Oh yeah, and that's like a staple of the show. And I'll give Becky the credit here. Like I told her, I was like, we have certain staples of the show that we want to keep no matter what. But obviously, we're open to ideas, and the Daily Espresso section is the staple of the show. And
Exactly.
we're definitely open to ideas and all that. But some stuff, it just is what it is.
Yeah, and as far as the whole universe, it since the weekend, since Saturday, it's been absolute chaos. Like,
yeah, it's been.
That's why, like, a lot of people, like, lately in the past week, a lot of people have been saying, like, there's a full moon or there's something in the water, because it seems specifically lately, a lot of shit has been going on. And I kind of find it funny, all the Rostov stuff, the Rostov Twiggy stuff that happened last night, because, me and Grim had a realization whenever they were fighting, and I'm sorry I have to say this, Rostov, but seeing them fight, and their fight is like, como se dice en español, ping pong. You know what I'm talking about. It is the same as our like fights. It's Grim texted me and he's like, "Is this how dumb we look whenever we fight each other?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Twiggy is just like me," and I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "I'm so sorry if I make you feel like Rostov," and I'm like, "Yeah." So seeing other people fight like we do, we're just like, okay, we are completely fine. We are not going to fight anymore.
Yep.
If we have an issue, we're just going to remember how stupid that looks and just move on. And he's like, agreed, we're going to bed right now. And I'm like, good.
There it is.
Good thing you guys didn't do that in public, the full thing, because it's just, if you watch that the second rewind stream, you'll be like, it's more embarrassing than the actual Aussie stream. It is bad.
Yep.
Even Billy gave up on them. He's like, I'm ending this shit.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. But I almost text like you and Grim. I was like, hey, by the way, it still shows you're live on YouTube. Like I knew you weren't live because but it still showed you where. And I was like, y'all may want to stop. But
I told him, because Grim and I, like, obviously, like, our relationship stuff is between us, but he drove over because we don't live in the same space. Unlike what everybody thinks, we don't live in the same space, but we live like 5 to 10 minutes away. He drove here, and while he was driving here, I'm like, "You're technically still live, you know that?" And he's like, "I'll deal with it later." So I appreciate him for putting us first. just a lot has happened. But I'm glad that Twiggy. I'm not glad. Okay, I do give a little bit of more grace to Rostov and Twiggy because them fighting really helped us with our situation.
There it is. Cool. All right. Well, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say sometimes one person's altercation can make you reflect in that same moment.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna drop y'all out. We're gonna continue with this rewind thing. I appreciate you guys.
All right, guys.
I kind of wanted to say one thing
Go ahead.
about that Rostov and Twiggy thing.
Go ahead, Zachary. What you got?
So, coming to a point of view as someone who has had that kind of situation happen before, where that other person isn't necessarily understanding, like what you're trying to say and whatever. It's like you're repeating yourself over and over, and it has to take them like 20 times for you to actually say it, for them to actually start getting it.
Yeah.
And being like, okay, I'm doing this wrong. I need to actually fix that. Like,
well,
exactly. I think it would be very beneficial for Dr. D to kind of speak upon that. I know that she worked with mostly children and old people, but I feel like children and old people are very big. What's it called? They do this a lot where they get stuck in loops. Do you have any tips to kind of cut off that loop and move on with your day to day, or just stop an argument and stop looping on these sort of ideas or arguments?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard for an individual to stop themselves from looping. So I think it's really important to have, like I said, you have that tribe, you have that group of people that you're good with. They can be like, hey, we did this. Let's circle back around this later because this isn't conducive to what the issue is at hand. We'll talk about that later, and then do something else. Redirection. Working with a lot of older people, they'll say a lot of the same things over and over, and typically it's negative thoughts. Redirect it. So
my grandpa.
Yeah, and it just happens. It can be like a something like Alzheimer's or something like that, or people just don't know how to socialize. Like getting up here and talking to you guys, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, and I'm like, I'm educated, right? But to have a conversation, it's being mindful, because I feel like I do repeat myself a lot, but it's still communication, but yeah, redirecting is really, really important.
Definitely.
And speaking of redirects, I know that Ken wanted to redirect, you said, to the second rewind stuff?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I'm going to drop y'all guys out. I appreciate you for being in here. Till next time.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
All right.
See you later.
Later. Oh. Sorry. My bad, Dr. D.
Oh, I'd say I'll leave if you want. It's
okay.
No.
I want your input. Okay. On this, right? So,
yeah, no problem.
Smoking Homebrew. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing the second rewind with the quickness. But dead score with the 10, real quick. The song for Test last night was amazing. Good job, Beans. I'm still playing it. Lolcowcafe is the best. Both of you are amazing. Much love. Hope you both have a better morning. Appreciate you, Dead Score. You're beautiful for that one. Thank you.
Nice. So, I felt really, really bad when it came to everything that happened last night, because I didn't agree with Grim with stopping the show early. And I had to jump in there and have my little crash out. But Grim, this week, I really want to implore a lot of people to go into Test this week, because this week he has like a whole lineup of shows happening. So last night was supposed to be kind of like a Hot Ones kind of thing. Called Lolcow Hot Takes, and basically what he did is, yeah, it's super cute. Basically it's supposed to be like Hot Ones, and you have like a certain take, and if the audience don't agree with you, you get like a spoonful of hot sauce. And it was going pretty well until everything has happened. But we actually made like a whole like graphics to play in the beginning. We had a song. We had like all the hot sauces kind of like lined up. It was really cool. So I'm really looking forward to the other show that's going to happen today. I did regretfully removed myself from the group of like the people working on the shows this week because I was very upset. But if I was in the group, I could say what was supposed to be today, but I'm pretty sure it's something super cool. Tune in during Tech Talk. I'm pretty sure that's when Grim goes on test, which is around 11. And yeah, let's move on.
Thank you. I can't. All right. Smoking again. Thank you, sir, for the quick work of these clips. Doctor, we're going to go through all of them, and then Dr. D, kind of let me know, we're in the conflict resolution stage where hopefully we can, have some sort of resolution, but who knows, right?
Yeah.
Let's
got it.
Let's get this going, guys. Good job, Ken. Got to fucking unmute it.
Regardless of whether or not Boogie was trolling or not, I didn't feel like it was trolling, right? And I specifically told him that, like, I was actually upset.
But what if Twiggy sees you spiraling in an obvious troll and doesn't want to put his position on the line against you spiraling?
So again, there's no loyalty there, right? So,
well,
I'm not saying he has to do it. I'm saying I'm not happy he didn't do it. Like, this is the thing. Like, everyone kept coming in and telling me, like, oh, you should feel this way. You should do this, that, and the other thing. No. I'm a fucking person. I have feelings. I'm going to share my feelings. You don't have to accept them, but I'm still allowed to share them.
You're allowed to share them, yeah.
Regardless of whether...
So obviously he's still hurt. He's still feeling some type of way right now.
He made an important statement that I'm allowed to share my feelings. You don't take with them what you will.
Yep.
That's important.
Yep.
I appreciate that he said that. Yeah.
So evidently, Mr. Logic himself, Wings of Redemption, showed up to give his take.
As a dude that has known King for 2 decades now, the only reason he wants to get he cares about Cafe or Nerds or what they're doing is because it looks bad on him that they're not successful.
Well, and he wants to drive them to be successful, right? He wants to push them further, and lighting a fire under someone's ass is one way to push them. And if
Well,
you can't light a fire on some people just get burnt by the fire.
No. Sometimes you can't dictate the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes the it factor doesn't happen for a couple years.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Whenever I did have my crash out, the first person who did come to me and had my back and was willing to, like, basically end it all when it came to the show if I was gone was Rastov. So I have been a dick, right? I will admit to that. But, I mean, I'm still conflicted because I've been...
There it is.
Accountability.
Wings saying that, I get it, right? But, we can't do instant success. You know what I mean? And the thing with Cafe is this. We have not had any redirects. We don't bitch about redirects. We've barely had any promotion, right? That's just the truth. And, thankfully we have our core audience. And whenever hosts come in, it does help promote the show, right? Because we've reached 600 and some concurrent viewers, right? When we had other people on here. And that was part of the interview segment that we were trying to do to get people in here to talk to them, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, we're on an oddball time compared to everybody else, but that was the idea. The idea was to have a reset, a base day reset, to go over stuff, give like real world news, because people watch, the Lolcowcafe Live universe. They're not watching the nightly news. So, there's a world going on outside of the LCU that we have to pay attention to. So that was kind of the whole premise of it. We started doing more LCU stuff to bring in the LCU audience, right? So, hopefully Becky coming in here, she's a polarizing personality. That's going to be a part of our show. She's going to give us a direction that's worked for her, right? And it'll bring in Becky fans to watch. It'll bring in different viewers to watch to see what happens next. And, hopefully it works. Because I love Cafe. I love waking up in the morning. This gives me purpose in the morning. This gives me something to look forward to throughout my day when I'm at work, pissed off and mad and tired. I'm like, yeah, but it's all good because I'm going to go home, rest up, and I'm going to get on Cafe and give them a fucking show. You know what I mean? That's why I love this shit. I love this show. But
exactly, and kind of bouncing off of that. Oh wait, finish your point before.
I'm saying, but I can't force it. I can just do the best I can, and hopefully the viewership comes, and hopefully they stay. Right? That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, so like somebody said in the chat, take anything that Wing says with a grain of salt, because everything even though he has experience, what he says is kind of his own opinion, and it's based off of his own bias as well. So he's talking about how the way that Keemstar looks at it is that this is kind of a reflection of him. If he doesn't have very successful shows right off rip, that it's showing that he's not a success. But Keemstar is not on these shows, and some of these shows have people that are not even true content creators. They haven't been doing this for years on end. And if you look at our shows compared to anybody who's just starting off a YouTube show, we are wildly successful. Imagine having the amount of success that we had in the past. We're not even a month in. We're only 3 weeks. Cafe. I'm only speaking on Cafe. Cafe has made an amazing amount of money compared to if I decided to go on my own personal channel and just started streaming, right? Compared to other people, it's very easy for them to have this outlook on shows because they have been content creators for a long time. They jumped into a show being already content creators and being lolcows where everybody just wants to see them do some crazy ass shit. Yeah. So of course they're going to get a lot of success right off rip, and they're with Keemstar. So lolcows, Keemstar have been doing this for a long time. Me and Ken, we're just fans that wanted to provide something for the community.
Yep.
And we're more successful than anybody else that's just started a show right off rip. So to me, we're very successful, and we've been growing in exponential rate, even organically. So just imagine what it's going to be like whenever I was going to say it in a very mean way, but I don't mean this in a very mean way. But whenever Becky gets her grimy little hands on Cafe, right? So once that happens, we're probably going to grow even more an exponential amount, and that would be pretty awesome. But at the same time, I'm just you guys cannot just dismiss everything that we've been doing and how good that we have it so far,
Definitely here. We actually have a new viewer, Sherry. What's up, Sherry? Welcome to the show. But right now we're at 3,400 subs, a little bit more than 3,400.
Nice.
And we've been with members, we got over 300 and some members, 2 crowns, 9 pay pigs. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the damn support we get from our fans because they are fucking amazing. So, hopefully Becky is the last step to getting us over that hump. You know what I mean? And, conversation was great, but we'll keep it moving because, I don't want to start looping. But I appreciate all 437 of you here right now. I appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully you come back. Hopefully you enjoy the content and see what the evolution of Lolcowcafe brings. So let's continue the Rastov story. And thanks, Wings, by the way, for letting a fire under my ass, you motherfucker. All right. So
I've had your back.
Twiggy and Rastov having conversations. By the way, guys, no other show has this amazing background music. It sets the tone. It's fucking beautiful. You gotta love it. It's just nice and peaceful. Enjoy it while you got it, baby. Woo! All right, sorry. I digress, Chad. I digress. Let's do it.
I've had your back so many times. There's been so many times when I join VC and people are talking about just all this bullshit about you, stuff that's not even true. But they just don't like you because they want somebody who has a little more energy, right? Completely baseless, but people have the right to have their opinions. And I tell them that their opinions are retarded.
Dude,
I tell them...
You literally can't listen to anybody's opinions of you if they're pro or negative. None of this matters. You have to look at yourself. You have to look at what you've done. If you're proud of what you've done, find your own flaws and change them on the next opportunity you can. You can't let other people drive you because nobody knows what the fuck you're doing. You barely know what you're doing. These motherfuckers watching, it's your job to tell them what you're doing, not them tell you.
And the only thing they know about you is what you show them on screen. So if you show them too much, they're going to take away. It is going to affect their opinion of you. I've had your back so many times.
Yeah, so I think that's sound advice from Billy, especially, when we had our local court failure. He said you got to keep it simple. You have to have a simple concept and a show, right? So that's why we came up with Cafe. But Dr. D, what do you think of that advice that Billy gave?
That was really solid advice. That was really solid. And then, going back, being on a show, you're only showing what you want to show. So I think we have to be mindful about what we're showing. But yeah, Billy gave really good advice. Look within yourself to, basically get shit done.
100%.
Who cares about what anybody else thinks? And just pull from yourself to get her done. So
definitely. Mishima Bloodline 12 gifted 1 membership, so thank you for that one. We greatly appreciate it. Left Control Gaming, please thank Mishima Bloodline for that gifted membership. So, excuse me, chat. So evidently, Twiggy tries to give Rastov some advice. We got a clip of that one here right now. Apparently, Rastov said, "Fuck you." Let's see what happened.
I've
Nope. Good job, Ken. Boomer Report lives, guys. I apologize. All right, let's get into it.
I literally, the only entertainment I've had for years is YouTube. So I feel like I've developed an understanding of what should be on screen, what should be off screen. A lot of people, when they get emotional on screen, they don't think, I don't want to use the word logically, but they kind of lose a little bit of control, even if it's a minor amount of control, and that can easily backfire on you when you're on camera. Easily. And people will use it against you. So that's why
am
I find
high
it so...
right now? Like, am I genuinely high right now? Like, I feel like I'm speaking a different language again, and this was the actual problem that I had like when we were on the show. Is I don't need you to tell me these things. I know.
I'm trying
Nobody
to help
thinks
you,
about.
though.
I don't need your help.
Yeah. You do.
I don't need your help.
Do.
No,
There's
I
a
don't.
reason that I'm not.
No, I don't.
You
I
two
don't
are
need your help.
You two are so far apart.
I've.
Oh man. Well.
So when it comes to that aspect, I relate with, like I said, me and Grim watching this happen. We didn't watch the second rewind, but watching them actually have their fight, we had a lot of mirroring going on, right? So whenever Rastov is saying this, like I'm gonna say that I'm the Rastov, right? So whenever Rastov is saying this, we understand what we did wrong and how it's going to look in the public. It's going to look terrible.
Yep.
And you just bringing that up and reminding us that, hey, this is going to look really bad because you got emotional is not helping at all. We are very logical people and we know what emotions look like to the public, but it just makes us feel worse. And all we want you to do in reality is to take some accountability for how you made us feel and be like, I understand what I did. I understand how that makes you feel. Probably in there, you should say how you feel about the whole situation, and then maybe together come up with a resolution. Because if you're talking at somebody and being like, this is what you did, this is how it's going to look to the public, this is what I think you should do, it does not sit well with a lot of emotional people.
Yep. Dr. D, before you go, 2 things. Mishima Bloodline 12 donated another Lolcowcafe membership. Thank you so much. Toby, please thank them for that membership. And then new manager chiming in. Not gonna lie, I like seeing Rastov angry. Thank you, Becky, for your words of wisdom. Always welcome here on Lolcowcafe. So, Dr. D, let's go ahead and play this one last clip so you can give like a totality assessment of what you believe is happening right now. We got Billy points out that both of them are not willing to budge, and we have to pay attention, especially to Zali's facial expression. Let's give this a watch. again, shout out Smoking.
I know. I have fault.
You're smoking. You're fucking beautiful for doing this in the moment. Thank you so much, sir. 1 minute clip. Let's get into this. Neon Treon, thank you for the Boomer Report shout out. You know it lives, sir. We appreciate you. And let's get it, guys.
I know. I have faults.
No, it's not even faults. It's not even faults. Both of you are so unwilling to budge from where your feet are planted that you're not ever going to really meet in the middle. That's what I'm worried about. It's just
No,
because
I think you guys think that we don't like.
I know what you think. I don't want to hear you use the word "think" twice in the same sentence.
Me and Rastaf have talked about this. The reason that we do get in little arguments and sometimes blow up at each other is because, I mean, we've literally compared it to being brothers, right? We're going to have our issues.
Good.
We've had issues behind the scenes, right? But we always come back like it's like a love story.
Well, then mommy and daddy just spanked you for 3 fucking hours.
Xylee is my spirit animal.
Zozo said, Twiggy and Rastov, we need to hug this out and stop fighting. This is not Las Vegas. Love you both. And Billy and Xylee, keep up the good work. They're not going to hug it out on stream. We've already determined that it's not going to happen. A fucking frog says, I have to work in a few hours, but W's for rewind. Thank you, fucking.
I know. I have fault.
Zali's face was beautiful.
Yeah.
But so, Dr. D, as far as what you've seen, obviously we don't know the whole story. We just know a history of kind of what we've seen on screen. We saw the fallout today. Thank you, Boogie, for making that happen. What do you think is the best road for repair for them so that way Aussie doesn't fall apart?
Well, I think they need to be in a neutral space so they both can just kind of talk individually, in the same room, but like talk individually so that the other hears what the other's saying. Mm-hmm. People are feeling not heard, not supported. And I think just tensions were so high, I don't think there was going to be a resolution. You almost got it because people were taking accountability for things that were going on, and then it just all over again. Maybe giving it a little bit of space and then kind of like readdressing it in like a safer space.
Definitely.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't think the LCU Discord is going to be that safe space.
It might not be. No, it might not be.
Well, there's a bunch of people chiming into the chat saying that maybe they should have a boxing match. At least they can let out their frustrations and then just move on.
Sometimes people do that, but I don't know.
I mean, we did that in the Army and it helped out a lot, but I don't think this is the same situation. Yeah. But no, man, I hope they get it fixed. I hope they stay together because I do think they are a great dynamic duo. Not as good as me and Beans, but a great dynamic duo. But I'm just kidding. I will say this. I hope me and Beans never get to that point that we're arguing that way. I don't think we ever will. I think I try and be rational enough in order to kind of walk away because, being married and all that, as a man, you kind of understand women's emotions, right? But, I also think me and Beans have enough respect for each other that we can talk about anything privately and get it figured out and not really do it on stream.
Yeah.
And if anything, you could just pick me up and put me in timeout.
I could do that too. Or I could just send Grim $50 and he can handle it for me. But, and then, take you out on a date, right? But nah, man, like I said, I love our dynamic. I love how we are. I think we are the best duo in the LCU. But, people would argue Billy and Xylee. That is a great argument. But I got to think myself as number one. But I can always appreciate and aspire to be others. Cool. Well, I think that's probably going to wrap up the show, guys. I have a barber appointment, so I stopped looking like a Neanderthal that I need to get to. Went about 2.5 hours today. I think that's a great show, guys. 400 and some odd viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Saturdays, I'm looking to do open mic night on Saturdays. Give it one go around, see who shows up. Poetry, rap battles, singing, whatever you want to do it. Let us know. I need to make Studio C. As soon as the stream's done, I need to make Studio C in there because whatever. But, I want great things for the show. I want to grow in viewership. I want this to be a success because I love this. I love Cafe. I think it's a great alternative to the other shows. I think it's a great place to reset. And I love what we've created here. And I love Beans as my co-host. I couldn't have asked for a better co-host.
Tune in tomorrow and see Becky get her piggy hooves on Cafe, and hopefully it's not too chaotic, because she said she's taking notes today, and tomorrow she's going to make her will as seen. How do you say it? Make her will known.
There it is. So before we go, our special guest, Dr. D, any final words for the audience?
I don't know. Communicate. I think that's today's lesson. Yep. Say how you feel.
That can be my C word for the day.
Communicate. There we go. Full circle.
I still like coffee cult better. But all right, guys, yes. Y'all enjoy your day. Take care. And tomorrow you will see a groomed Ken. So look forward to that. Till next time, everybody, we love you. Stay safe. Drink coffee, not tea. And have a great day. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
I'm going to sing for you, baby. Good morning, y'all. It's Rise and Shine. Grab your coffee cup. Come spend some time. I know it's early, start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Lolcowcafe. Rise and shine, baby. Wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby. Just take a break. Lolcowcafe. Chill out with us today. Lolcowcafe. I can't sing, y'all, but I appreciate you listening. We love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here, and welcome if you're new. Enjoy your day, everyone. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.